Oh, the whole thing.
Welcome back to the club, brought to you by Super 6, Man United versus Chelsea. It's a huge game.
Mate,
it's the battle of the mid-offs.
This is the most inspiring fixture in name and the least inspiring fixture in terms of the reality.
On Twitter when it says those guys are having a mid-off.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is us.
Do you know what? Yeah. Genuinely, like you know. Look, I want to put this out to the viewers because hopefully some of the viewers aren't Chelsea or Man United fans. Chelsea, Man United fans, I understand. You'll be watching this and you'll be going, "This is a big game, desperate for the 3 points," and that's exactly how Adam and I feel. But if you're a neutral, 10th versus 7th, is the Man City Villa game a bigger game, or do you still think that the prestige?
Why, exactly. But that's why that side of the table is covering Man City versus Aston Villa.
But do you know what? Do you know what I mean? Like,
but this is where it's at. The rivalry. That's what people come for. The story.
Is it
McKola versus Rory?
Yeah, I wonder. I do wonder. I do
Also, I owe
wonder.
you because I've had to sit here over the last few weeks, going through some horrible times watching my team.
The way you celebrated.
And you celebrate Galatasaray.
Yeah, you were jumping up and down.
Jim Bom Bom. I'm a big fan of Jim Bom Bom.
I am a big Copenhagen goals.
I'm a big fan.
That was nice.
Wonderful Copenhagen. I'm a big fan of Copenhagen.
Yeah, your boy's going down tonight.
No, I think this has got...
You're going down in the fourth.
This has got the most pitiful 1-1 draw written all over.
We got people watching us live.
No, they'll enjoy the show.
I think it'll be a 5-5 draw. I think they should all stick around and not tune off.
We're better than that. We don't need the good game to make it a good show for us.
That's a very good point.
We're elite.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
We are better.
If not, we could just get you to call some people out again.
You're both meant to be professionals.
We're running out of time. Do you want to call out KSI?
Yeah.
Send
us viral.
I'm here to talk about football,
Amir Khan?
I don't know about you. I can't speak for both of you, but I'm here to talk about football.
So Villa tonight, Man City versus Aston Villa. You're at Villa Park.
Yeah, they're favourites.
How are you feeling?
They're favourites, and they should be winning the game. Yeah, they're at home. They're European champions.
Is that a Buveyism?
Yeah, he's
Buveyism.
Like, you know when Buvey says something you don't really mean.
No, mate,
Nothing.
Mate, stop it.
Straight up.
Stop it immediately.
We're doing pure... No.
Stop it at once.
It's my football opinion. I think Villa are mad favourites.
Stop it.
They're a big club.
Stop it.
You know, a few months ago, you were saying they're bigger than City.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, they're a big club.
So why can't they beat us?
That's not how it works, though. Man United are bigger than Chelsea, but I don't think they'll beat us.
They'll beat you tonight.
They probably will. No, but it does. That's not necessarily how it works. But you've got to stop this because you started to wind me up. How? And I'm your mate.
Yeah.
You started to wind me up on social medias.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
When you've been tweeting recently and sort of gifting Arsenal the Premier League title and all that, and I know that's not how you feel, so just stop it because it's a wind up.
But could that?
I was going to expand on that on this show.
No, it couldn't be said about me.
No, I don't.
I'm only.
I feel like
oracle-like.
you since the Haaland thing, you kind of know now. Like whatever you put out there, it's gonna.
Yeah, it's gonna get noticed.
You're gonna put it into the world, and it's gonna fail.
No,
you just keep putting this Arsenal thing out, knowing.
No, I mean, my prediction. Do you know what the irony here is? My predictions are excellent. I'm top of our Super 6 league. I won it last year.
I feel like that's a lie.
No, I won it last year. I literally won it last year. Producer Jack, who won it last year? Thank you very much. My predictions are excellent. I just happen to have made one bad prediction in my whole life.
So I make a prediction about Arsenal, which is very similar to yours. You've literally done it on your channel saying that you think Arsenal. I think Arsenal win the league. I tweeted that last night, and now you're getting wound up about it.
But I know you off camera, and I know you don't think that.
How do you not asked me that today? You've not asked me how I'm doing today. You've just come in and assumed that I'm gassing about Arsenal. I actually think Arsenal are fantastic, and the result against Luton Town was exceptional, lads.
It was exceptional. It was. Do you believe that Man City is still going to win the league?
Do you believe in?
Yes, you do.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
Love after
You're lying.
I don't.
He's lying, and it's winding me up.
In my opinion, who's top of the league right now?
Arsenal.
If this season ended right now, who would win the league?
That's ridiculous.
It wouldn't. No one would win because
no one would win because the season hasn't completed.
No, that's it.
It would be null
and void, bro.
They grind out the games. They're fantastic. Havertz is the new. Do
you know what? I've got some bad news for you two, and this attitude is going to amplify the way that I'm feeling. I'm moving up in the world.
Oh,
genuinely, I'm moving up in the world. You don't know where. Do you know where I've been? I've been out with new friends. I've got new friends.
Oh my!
That's all I'm saying to you. I've got new friends. I've got new, improved, educated, elite level mates.
Who are they?
Is that who you're diving around pubs to avoid people with?
No, no.
Who are you avoiding?
I've got new mates. I went out with a whole new set of friends. I went out 14 people. I was out. It was my kids' school dads.
Oh,
Dad. Mate, listen to the people I'm out with. I am out with. I've got two people sitting opposite me, right?
Yeah.
Guess what they are compared to you two chancers? Financial advisors, mate. I've got another guy, Greg, the main man. Guess what he is? He's on gardening leave. He's on gardening leave. The only person I've ever known be on gardening leave is Peter Kenyon when he left he left Man United to come to Chelsea. Like I've got a main man jeweler, big boy jeweler over there.
Yeah.
I'm sitting next to a doctor. You two, all I'm suggesting is you two need to elevate because I'm moving up in the world. I'm gone. All this YouTube thing, I'm hanging out with financiers. Seers.
But the thing is, you see when they're at their place, they're going, I chill with a YouTuber.
Nah,
but that's how we I think
it's
we're
really
the cool
bad.
ones.
Do you know it's the only
What
time
do
in
you
my
say
life
when do people ask you to job? Go.
in real life.
You don't say YouTube.
No, in real life, I'm very proud of being a YouTuber. YouTube changed my life. I'm so grateful to YouTube, right? In real life. So if I meet someone on the street, if I meet someone
So
when
if
I'm
you
on
have to
holiday,
fill a form and it says occupation. What you
YouTuber,
put?
happy and proud YouTuber.
Therefore put
But when I'm
direct,
sitting with doctors and that, I'm a little bit like YouTuber.
I just say producer. That's a vague
you're not a
term.
producer, though.
I used to be.
No, but you're
And now
not.
I'm
You
a
couldn't
YouTuber.
produce. No, you're not a producer.
I'm
You
definitely
were a photographer, weren't
You're a
you?
photographer.
No, I was a producer in radio. I was a video
Flatting
producer.
about London, taking pictures of randoms. That's what you were doing.
Not random.
Yeah, you
Some of
do,
the biggest
don't you?
artists in the world.
No, but you
Some of
do.
the
You had
biggest
one of them
artists in the world.
cameras you used to put on your foot, didn't you, on the tube?
On my foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a mirror, wasn't it, on your foot?
No, you're not.
Why did you have that,
You're
Boo?
not allowed to do that. No, some of the biggest music artists in the world. If that's what you're referring to, then yeah, I did used to take some photos of those guys. What can I say, Ad? What can I say?
What's been the best subject for your photography? Or who has been the best subject for your photography?
Oh, mate, anyone. Stormzy was amazing. Shooting him.
Did you meet him?
Incredible. Yeah, Akon
Nice
was
guy?
cool. Yeah.
Akon.
Yeah, mate,
I
Akon.
see you freaking.
Paris
I
Hilton.
can see it from my
Akon and Young Jeezy.
I chatted to him about Senegal because we played England, Senegal in the World Cup. That week I met Akon.
Really?
I was saying we're going to smack you lot
Really?
up.
He was huge. He was brilliant, Akon. Pedicure, manicure, kitty cat claws. The way she comes up and down them poles, looking like one of them putty cat dolls.
That's right.
Great video as well.
In with Akon, though.
You know that was supposed to be Nate Dogg?
Was it?
When then Nate Dogg passed away.
R.I.P.
What
Nate
else?
Dogg.
Take that, innit?
What did it was Akon? Notice you, noticing me.
That's Akon.
Lonely.
From across the room, I can see it and can't
Lonely
stop
and locked
myself
up and all
from
that.
looking. Yeah. I
Remember that?
get so lonely.
Yeah, remember when that come back? That was an
That was a
annoying
terrible
period.
song, man.
It was
terrible.
Crazy Frog and Lonely.
Yeah, terrible
yeah.
tune.
Oh, that was
Free.
an
Yeah.
awful time for ringtones. Remember that?
Yeah.
No,
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Mate, they made millions of that.
You know that really well.
You mean like,
Ding,
bro?
ding, 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 ding.
Shut the fuck
They
up.
made millions off that, man.
Yeah, mate, that was really,
And
really
someone
bad.
Someone like Rory would come up to you after 2 years of it being out and go, "Hey, you did this crazy part."
No, mate, do you know what? Do you know what really made me laugh? Have you heard the story about Roy Keane and Robbie Savage?
Yeah. Tell it anyway.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, tell it.
Roy Keane was maybe at Sunderland, and he's considering signing Robbie Savage. So he phones up Robbie Savage, right? And Robbie Savage answers the phone and goes to Roy, "What's up?" And Roy Keane goes, "I forget it."
It was his voicemail. But
Where's that from? I know it's
So
a
Roy
scary
phoned Robbie
movie.
Savage and he heard his voicemail. It was
an
from the
advert.
Budweiser
It was an
advert.
It's from
advert.
Budweiser
It was an
originally.
It was an advert.
But it was
yeah,
a scary movie, wasn't it? The
Yeah,
first
yeah. Well, Thierry Henry did it. Do you remember when he scored that goal
Yeah,
against Man
yeah, yeah.
United?
Oh, did he say that as well?
Thierry Henry
Henry used to do it a few times.
One
Did
of his best goals was against Manchester United. The ball's played into him at Highbury, and he sort of flicks it up and does a spin and volley.
Yeah.
Over
Past
Fabian
is it Bartes?
Bartes, yeah.
When he finishes, when the celebration is,
quality.
is him doing not quality. He kind of ruined the goal, but ruined the
It
goal.
was a good
Ruined the goal
celebration though for him.
At the
It
time.
fit him at the time.
At the time. The one. What's your Henry? The Henry celebration is on the knees, isn't it? As he slides.
I like
pouring
yeah,
rain.
that's good.
That's the one.
Is that the one where he's kind of just that's his statue, isn't it?
Yeah, statue.
Yeah, that is the statue. Yeah,
At Emirates.
Yeah, that is the statue.
He's a very cool man, isn't it? I'd
love
kind of-
to meet.
Very
I'd love
handsome.
to meet.
like,
yeah,
you know
very
that-
handsome, very cool, very cultured, very
Because that was in front
knowledgeable.
of the Spurs fans, wasn't it?
Yeah. And you see the program. You
It
see the
has to be
program
that.
coming.
Anything where you're in front of the away fans and they're going mad and you look
Yeah,
picturesque.
yeah. There's
Yeah,
a John
yeah.
Terry. There's a John Terry one with West Ham fans.
Have you seen the
It's
one
brilliant.
when we beat Arsenal Highbury 4-2 and O'Shea scored?
Yeah.
Remember that game? Ronaldo got into it with Henry and then the crowd were on him. And then he scored 2 goals and he runs up the
Yeah,
touchline
yeah,
going
yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah,
to the
yeah, yeah.
whole touch. Oh,
I love things like that.
I'd love to
some
be
of
the
those,
footballer in that moment.
some of those celebrations, they really do. Like they live forever, don't they? Do you know the one that will always do it for me? Again, it's Arsenal. Have you seen Tony Adams at Everton? Like it's Tony Adams, captain of Arsenal. They've won the double. I don't know why, but at the end of the game, gets put through clean on goal against Everton. Takes one touch and then left foot volleys it straight in. Just stands there. Stands there like that. It's amazing. In fact, there's another Arsenal one. An iconic one at Wembley, Charlie George. You know the like their I think post Cliff Baston, prior to Thierry Henry, it was all Charlie George. He scored at Wembley, literally just lies down.
Henry kissed
Just
the
lies
turf
down
as well
and
at the
looks at
last
it.
game at Highbury.
Just lies down.
Which is
Yeah, he
cool.
kissed the
I
turf.
thought that was
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, no, they're beautiful.
Although
We're going to see
absolutely
some great celebrations today. Mason Mount playing. Is he playing well? Is he doing well?
He's not
How's he
playing, no.
doing?
He's injured, isn't it?
Do you know who?
Is he injured?
Do you know who I can't? Oh, he's done. He's done.
Can't catch a break.
Do you know? He can. Do you know who I dislike in my life? Maybe more so than anyone. In fact, do you know, I was out for dinner last night, right? And with a couple of Chelsea fans. And my mate went to me, who still likes Mount. Like, it's kind of split. My mate went, how do you do this? Like, why? How do you find the like time to? Why are you talking about Mount basically? Because we're playing them today and we're talking about football. And he went, why are you always talking about Mount? I was like, do you know what, mate? Because I'm a man of pride and I am a man of principle. And every single day of the whole year, I find a little bit of room in that day to dedicate time to hating Tony Mount. Just find just a few seconds here and there.
Yeah.
I just like.
Do you think that's healthy for you mentally?
Yeah. I think it's called
yeah,
principle.
it's healthy.
It's called principle.
Yeah.
You just find a little bit of room in your life to go, do you know what? I just need to remember.
So when is it for you? When you're in the shower or something? When you've
It
got
can
nothing
come
else
at
to
any
think about?
time. It can come at any point. Maybe when I'm on a
Shower's a
tube.
difficult one, isn't it?
Probably not the shower. Not thinking about Tony Mount in the shower. But
But you know when you shower, random things come into your brain.
No,
You're doing
they do,
nothing else.
they
You're
do.
bored,
I'm
aren't
a
you? You're
singer
like
in the shower.
a singer, are you?
I'm a singer in the shower. But no, like if I'm on a tube, like any time, it could come
we'll
now.
find out what other shower habits you have shortly. We've got, first of all, we've got a super chat that we need to read out, which is, loving the stream, lads. Will you guys ever sell those club pint glasses from the debate videos?
Well, just give this geezer one. Mate,
No,
that's
no,
too
no.
nice. No, that's a lovely thing. He's already put in the same shit. That's good support, man.
DM us and we'll send you one.
Ryan.
DM Rory, he'll
Ryan,
send
you
you
can
one.
have my one.
Yeah,
No, that's a lovely
DM
got
Rory, he'll send one to you.
We need that for the shoot.
Yeah.
No,
Rory
I'm
does.
not organising it. I don't
No, but
know
Rory has
your
to-
address.
We are going to be selling
Stanley.
some next year.
Stanley, get in touch with Ryan. Make sure he gets his cup.
Stanley has to do it.
Stanley, don't mess
No.
up with us.
We've got 5 pint glasses and we need them for shoots.
No, he can
They're the
have
ones I
my one.
ordered.
We'll get sick. Stanley, sort Ryan out. Ryan, Stanley is the man to contact.
And next up, thank you to the guys at Super 6 for sponsoring us. Absolute legends. Remember, Super 6 is back with another round this week. We're involved. We're getting stuck in. Predict 6 scores and you could win £250,000. It's free to play. You have to be over 18 to enter, but it is free to play. So sign up now. The link is in the description below. Our club mini league code is Club23. So once you've joined and once you've signed up, let us know your thoughts get your predictions in and join our league there. Can I get some predictions for these games? We've got Villa and Man City and we've got Chelsea versus Manchester United.
I desperately need Man City to win. I really, really desperately pray that Man City win.
Do you think we actually will? Because it's a John Stones, Rico Lewis midfield.
I'm slightly concerned about the lack of Rodri. Like, history has taught us that Rodri lost Manchester City.
3 losses in a row.
Yeah, that's a concern. And Villa are brilliant. I rate Emery so highly.
Yeah.
But
In regards to the title race, Liverpool have just scored 1-0 up at Bramall Lane.
Man City have to win. They have to pull it out of the bag.
Is that
now.
Wilder? Is that Wilder's first game officially? Chris Wilder.
Is Chris
Back at
Wilder there?
Sheffield United.
Is he back?
Yeah, they
He is
rehired him. Yeah.
I'll be honest. Don't pay attention to Sheffield
when
United.
when it went wrong for them against Vincent Kompany. Like, that was the
You can't lose
straw-
5
that
to
was
one of the
straw.
worst sides the league's
Yeah.
ever seen.
Yeah, that was
And
the straw
yourself
that broke
is
the
one of the
camel's
worst sides
back.
ever seen.
It's
That was
weird,
the
isn't it?
camel-
That you don't get
straw.
the
The straw.
notification.
The big straw.
That was the straw.
The other scores at the moment: Brighton 1, Brentford 1, Palace 0,
Brighton,
Bournemouth
Brentford. How's that a Premier League game?
Who are Palace
1.
playing?
Palace
Sorry?
0, Bournemouth 1.
Mate, Roy Hodgson's under a bit of pressure.
Getting
Fulham
it
2,
They get
Forest
away
0.
with it at Palace. If you aim low as a side in the Premier League, you're in a world of pain. You have to try and get into the European places if you're Palace. I'm not saying they will.
No, you're right.
Because the drop off is, I always say about the Championship, there's about 14 sides in the Championship. They should all be aiming to come first.
Yeah, you're right.
If you don't aim to get promoted out of the Championship, you'll get relegated eventually.
It's preach.
Cooper could be
It's not
sacked soon
often.
as well
It's
at
not
Forest.
often that I say that to you. You're absolutely right.
The Championship's
There was a
hard.
season. There was a season, wasn't there, a year or two back, where Palace were really motoring. You know, they were building a nice team. There was a nucleus of very good young players, and it looked like they were moving in the right direction. It stagnated.
I'd sack and get Graham Potter in tomorrow. Eze Elise
Can't
with
get
Graham Potter.
They can't. Potter
Brighton.
can't.
He's
Right.
Brighton, isn't it?
Palace, Brighton.
Oh, come on. Mark Hughes used to play for Man United, managed Man City. There's way
it's
worse.
different though, innit?
Way
It's
worse.
different.
There's way worse.
It's different though, innit?
I bet there's loads of
It's
famous.
different though, innit? He
Brian
joined a
Clough.
different Man City for
Brian Clough did
starters.
Derby and Nottingham Forest.
There's
That's
loads
way
of
worse.
uncles. There's loads of examples of it
that are
happening.
way worse
Yeah,
than
but they're bad.
Palace Brighton.
No, but
It's
not
not
if you're a Palace fan though.
It's not. It's honestly not a thing.
It'd be
in my
like
opinion.
Alex McLeish going to Villa.
There's loads.
Didn't Alex?
He did.
Yeah, he was at Blues and they just
Steve,
didn't like
Steve
him.
Bruce
Steve
did
Bruce.
both Sheffield clubs. He did Hull, Sunderland,
He did
Newcastle,
Sunderland, Newcastle.
Villa,
There is a
Brucey.
man
Villa,
without any
Birmingham,
principle.
and West
He'll be
Bromwich
Man United
Albion.
manager soon.
And Brucey did Palace as well, didn't he?
There is a
Loads of
man
clubs.
without any principle. He did Sunderland and Newcastle.
If anything,
He did Sunderland and
He just
Newcastle.
loves
He did
Sheffield clubs.
Birmingham and Villa. He did Wednesday and
he just loves
United.
football, mate. Leave him alone.
That's appalling.
He just loves football.
That is appalling.
It's one of them, isn't it? Yeah.
He has absolutely no respect for
Quite
rivals.
rate it.
Yeah, charlatan. Absolute charlatan. Who'll pay me?
Would you play for Spurs? You're 16 years old. Bang. Here's a contract.
Yes, he
A
would.
year deal
Anyone
with
would.
Spurs,
I'm sorry.
professional.
You know,
But
people
I'm
go,
asking,
I would have
what-
let my
no, but-
son play for whoever.
Yeah, but Roars has just said Steve Bruce isn't principled. I'm asking Roars if he's principled.
The situation is different. If I had,
He doesn't have a
if I
history with
finished playing and I'm incredibly lucrative, I have other jobs.
Fine.
I would. Like, do you know what Damien Duff did? Damien Duff was at Chelsea. He was going to leave Chelsea. Tottenham wanted him.
Yeah.
He didn't go to Tottenham out of respect for Chelsea. He went to Newcastle. I would do that.
He went. Did he go to Newcastle and then Fulham and all
He
that?
went, he went to Newcastle
Yeah.
from Chelsea.
Yeah,
He didn't
yeah,
go
yeah.
to Tottenham.
So you wouldn't do that. But what if you're 16?
If you're 16, I think it's different. If you're 16, you have to take the opportunities,
yeah,
of course.
yeah.
So I
Like
would,
Also, it's not
Darren
like
Bent.
he has a history with.
it's not like he has a history with
Chelsea.
the club.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
I'm just, you know.
No, what I wouldn't do is be incredibly successful
And then
go
there.
yeah. Because then by that point you can afford to not.
Yeah.
By that point you can afford to
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
Whereas as a kid you have to take the
But
opportunity.
some people just don't care.
God, look how bad
These
this Man United
graphics
team
look
are.
very,
Awful, innit?
very computer
I like
game
them.
like, don't they?
I
They look
like them.
very
Mate, your team's so bad. Look at these players. If we did a combined 11, we'd batter you.
because we put
There
McTominay.
wouldn't be a combined 11. It'd just be zero players on the.
It'd
on
be
the
a Chelsea
it'd be no one.
It'd be a Chelsea team.
How Kobe Mainoo?
How have we got a better goalie than you? We've got the worst goalie in the league, I thought. And then I see your goalie. Our goalie's so bad. Our goalie's so bad. Look at him. Do you know what?
What's
I thought was-
happening to football?
Do you
All
know
the
what I thought
keepers
was
are
quite funny?
shite, man.
Do you know what I thought was
He
quite
was
funny?
crap.
You're either
Like,
gonna,
it was a crap.
lads, where do you sit on this? You're either gonna like rate it or think that it's pathetic, and I honestly have no idea which. Brighton's former goalie Sanchez, obviously our goalie. The Brighton fans were giving him a bit of stick. We beat them 3-2. They had a team out that was like their C team. Like honestly, they had 2 18-year-olds, 3 19-year-olds. Like they had no team out. Finished 3-2. It was tight. Our captain got sent off. It was tight. As Robert Sanchez leaving the pitch, he's like giving it to the Brighton fan, and it's either brilliant. Yeah.
I love that. I rate that.
I was just like, what's he doing? He's like giving it proper like,
Everyone
in their
else
face.
is in a hop and a pop.
He's like
and
proper
he's
in their face to the Brighton fans.
He's a proper-
I'm like, Sanchez, what are you doing?
Is he a bit odd?
Yeah.
He looks a bit odd to me. He's got a proper.
What you do?
You know when we were in
the
Edinburgh
visage?
watching him, we were watching him in Edinburgh, weren't we? Who were they playing when you got smashed, run out the other end? Someone scored an open net goal, Brentford. And he was just running like an idiot, like a
Fastest
proper
player in the
idiot.
league this year. Fastest player in the league.
I don't
He's a
know.
good
Panic.
player, that-
Yeah, he's
Cole
a
Palmer gets in your
proper-
team now. Is that fair to say?
No, not if everyone's
does.
fit. Not if everyone's
No,
fit.
no.
Nice.
He'd be
Right
playing-
now,
he'd be playing
we've got
tonight.
Alvarez in midfield. I can't believe.
There's a reason I just
Why are
sold
we
him.
playing a striker in
But you can
midfield?
make mistakes in selling.
Yeah, it may be a
Also,
mistake. but still.
Buvey Buvey is generally like supportive of City.
You just call him Chris.
Yeah, because it said Chris Kavanagh. I just say what I see.
He looks like a
Mate,
ref, Buvey,
Mate, I'm
innit?
so doped
Buvey
up.
does look like a ref.
Me?
Yeah,
He always wears black.
No,
No,
do you
no,
know
no. I don't
what,
look like a ref.
Buvey?
That's the worst
he
thing.
looks- he's got
That's
one
the
of them
worst thing you could say
square
to me.
body-
You know, that's the worst
do you know what I
thing.
think he is?
That's the
Do
worst
you know
thing
what I
you say
think
to me.
Buvey would be if you know if things had gone differently for him and he wasn't a YouTuber? Do you know what I think you are? If you just look at that man is so clearly a copper.
No.
Yeah, like a ref.
He's a
refs
copper.
All
No,
look
no.
like
He's a
coppers.
copper.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like that's
yeah.
Howard Webb. That's the Howard Webb of YouTube.
I don't mind Howard Webb. Anything else, I'm not.
No,
I'm
you're
not
the
taking
Mark
that.
Clattenburg of YouTube.
I'm not. I'm not taking that.
You are
But,
you are the Mark Clattenburg of YouTube.
Come on, Red.
Come on, the Blues.
We're gonna get.
Look how good we are. You didn't even touch the ball
Have
yet.
you looked at Man City's midfield? We got a right back in midfield. We got a centre back in midfield. We got a striker in
This
midfield.
is the point I was making.
gonna
Like,
get
this is
smashed
what
by
I'm
Villa.
saying about Buvey. He'll back City. Like when they sign Kovacic, he's like, oh, Kovacic is brilliant. And then Kovacic plays like 3 good games early in the season. He's like, Kovacic, fantastic. What a player. Really supportive of the
Kovacic on the bench
like,
for Rico
like he's
today.
supportive. Do you know what I mean? He's supportive of the team. We'll
He's
never kind
injury.
of query it. And when Cole Palmer left, Buvey kind of went to me, like, he's not good enough for us. Not good enough. He's been like brilliant.
Yeah.
Been truly brilliant. And obviously he's a Mancunian here, so this will mean a lot to him. But sometimes they can get it wrong. Well played, Man United. Excellent. Really good stuff. Oh, look at us.
I still don't think it's wrong,
We're taking a piss. Look at us. Go on, Cucurella.
Is he playing right back?
Mate, look how good we are.
You got Cucurella playing right back. You got an inverted right back.
So fucking easy. Look at this.
Wow.
Look at us go.
You're superb.
That's
Wow, that's amazing.
Go on, Jacko.
Go on. Let's see some quality now.
Go on,
Go
Wacko,
on.
Jacko. Go on, son.
Oh,
Stop, Harry!
that's a free
Harry,
kick.
It's a foul.
That's a
How is that not a foul?
It's a foul or a dive, then, isn't it? It's got to be something. The ref can't do nothing.
I hate when refs do that.
got to do something.
They acknowledge a dive and then just run off.
Yeah, it's one or the other,
hold
isn't
on.
it? There has to
Not
be
a
something.
dive.
There has to be something there.
He's nutmegged him.
That's a foul.
That's ridiculous from Cucurella. He's terrible for that, you know. You know, in fact, do you know our team are? Have you seen the...
Let's have a look at this.
come on, Jackson.
through his
Done
legs.
him, done him.
Nah, it's not a foul.
He's looking
foul.
for it, but it's a foul. He is obviously looking for it, though.
It's a foul.
He could have gone round.
It's not a pen, it's a free kick, though.
Yes.
Like, you don't get a pen for that, but you get a free kick if it's outside the box. Do you know what I mean? It's like a soft free kick, isn't it?
I think he's half looked for it, which has given the referee an opportunity to not give it. But I'll tell you what, 1 minute 44 seconds in, we're dynamite. We are dynamite. Look at us. Look at this. Oh, mate, look.
Do you see that Twitter account, the Chelsea fan? He said that Caicedo's prime Busquets.
What?
Mate,
Someone said this guy's as good as
No, you
prime
shouldn't- you
Busquets.
shouldn't bring idiots.
Yeah, but he got tens of thousands of retweets.
yeah, but not genuine reason.
no,
Like,
it's
not...
not.
Yeah, but thousands, mate. To the point where I had to acknowledge
Who
that
is
it happened.
Who's the...
I don't know. It's one of those Chelsea bots.
No, those accounts...
One of those professional content creators.
Oh.
What?
No, they say stuff. I got followed by an Arsenal one of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Because they know you shout them out on the show.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
So,
Within 4 minutes, he's already done it.
He's
He's already done
You
it.
brought it up.
No, but you didn't have to bring up an Arsenal
Mate, I
person.
got followed by an Arsenal creator.
No, you brought it up twice. What, is she paying you something? You send her an invoice. Just reference it twice.
He hasn't referenced it yet.
No, he's just done it twice.
Nah, he hasn't. We could be.
You're
we
not
could be
Someone
Robbie
could go
Lyle.
into your follows on Twitter.
Robbie Lyle.
Someone could.
Robbie Lyle followed me the other day.
United are in.
They're not.
Oh!
Sanchez just
nearly flopped
flaps.
that one. I thought that went in, you know.
Who did I?
That'd be his first goal in
Ever.
12 appearances.
Ever.
In the league, it'd be ever.
He's got 0 in 12.
Mm.
But then he's got 6. in-
Nicholas Jackson.
No, but
Nicholas
five-
Jackson.
But you're not in that competition anymore.
Nicholas Jackson's one of the worst strikers I've ever seen, and he scored a hat trick at Tottenham.
That could go anywhere.
Oh, he's such
Super
a
chat,
bad,
got to read it.
such a bad goalie. Such a bad
Lads,
goalie.
just want to say thank you for your streams and pods. Going through a very tough time at the moment, and your podcasts and streams have cheered me up. Thanks from Mark Pembroke. Love you, brother. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully everything sorts itself out for you. I'm sure it will, but until then, you've got us, innit?
Great.
No
Got
doubts.
us. No diggity.
No,
No
doubts. Play on, player. Look how good we are.
Oh, God's sake, man.
No, look, I'm serious. Look, we're stroking
Come
the
on.
ball around
Come on.
one of the most iconic stadiums in world football.
It's got holes galore. It's dripping all over the place.
I'll tell you what.
She said.
I'll tell you what. Amrabat. What do you reckon, Ned?
Rubbish.
Not sure. We haven't seen enough of him, which is weird. His best performances have come at left back, weirdly, when he played there out of position.
Do you know what? That says
And then
everything, doesn't it?
the manager decides to pick McTominay, who's trash,
I'll
ahead
tell
of him.
you.
But then that makes me think, what the hell?
No.
Ambo!
No.
It's not.
Why is he
Cucurella
playing right back?
Who?
Cucurella.
It's just the way it is.
You got Cucurella.
Things will never be the
Second choice
same.
left back playing right back.
Mm. God,
Oh,
dear,
You guys are.
he's
You're both.
calamity, isn't
You're
he?
both shit.
He's
man.
an absolute calamity.
Honestly, no offense or anything else, but
He
you're
is,
both
he is a
shite.
calamity. Mate, Villa are about to score.
I said that.
Give it
They're
that.
favourites.
This is like
They're European champions.
this is the spelling bee in set 6 English, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
Everyone's
nobody
getting
can win
every
here.
word wrong.
Nobody can win.
Spell Tuesday.
Yeah.
D
Load of dunces. Load of
W,
dunces
S.
in the school.
Oh yeah, you
And
fucked
Buvey
it
school.
again, Timmy.
Yeah, load of kids sitting there with that big cone thing on with a letter D strapped on it. Yeah, load of Burks.
Spell football,
Yeah.
please.
And now we use.
Mauricio.
Yeah.
Oh my
God.
Villa are in. I'm
Look
not
at
even
Villa.
joking. Villa are in.
You.
Do you have a blind spot in your education? Like, can you see something? Like, you know, even the greatest minds, even like Albert Einstein, wouldn't be able to process something quite easy. Do you have, like my wife, for example? My wife's very intelligent. Cannot reverse a car. She can't.
Oh, okay.
Do you have a blind spot? Is there like a flaw in your brain?
Academically, I'm quite good.
There's nothing.
You've given the ball away here. 1 sec. Anthony's in the box. Oh, of course he's good. Next time Anthony gets the ball, let's just carry on.
I thought that was a foul. He's on the floor. He's in the way now. McTominay probably has a clear shot.
Did you see a foul on Anthony?
I thought there was a foul on him, yeah.
Soft as anything, isn't he?
I thought that the challenge was quite heavy. Look.
You should take that first.
His touch is heavy, but then
Rubbish.
the challenge comes in late. The challenge does come in late from Fernandes, doesn't it?
You see Paul Scholes slagging him off on Instagram?
Slagging who off?
It was Saki, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Because Anthony did an interview saying, why don't the ex-United players give us constructive criticism instead? And Scholes put something like, just run forward, please. And do some skills on that. Shoot and stuff.
Run forward and do... Look, that's a foul. That's what I've said. I thought that was a foul.
Are they checking this?
No, I don't think so. Just run forward and do some skills on that.
They're checking it. VAR is going over to the screen.
Oh,
he's going over to the
look
screen.
Look at this guy. Look at the way he runs. Look at the way he runs.
While the referee goes over to the screen, Aston Villa nearly scored. Good save by Ederson. Some pressure from Villa now in the 7th minute there. 7th minute at Old Trafford. The referee's over on the screen. He's looking at a late challenge by... Who's that by?
Enzo Fernandez.
It's a penalty, isn't it?
By Enzo Fernandez on Anthony. Argentina against Brazil. Anthony flicked the ball on. Enzo's caught him quite late. It looks like a penalty in this day and age.
It's a penalty. Now he's checked it's a penalty. I think if you can't see that in broad daylight, it's not clear and obvious. It shouldn't be checked.
I kind of agree with
It doesn't
Buvey
touch
there.
the ball, does it?
It's not that.
But
it's
that's
not that
the
deep,
point. He's not touched the ball.
It has.
It's a penalty.
If he gave it, you wouldn't be.
You shouldn't be looking
complaining.
at it this long, though.
I don't think Rory would be complaining if he gave it live.
That's good.
I'm complaining because there's a delay again.
I thought it was a foul. I thought it was about a foul at the time. But the trouble Fernandes has is he hasn't touched any. You know, if you make contact with the ball and then maybe you land on the fella's foot, you can justify it. But the ball's long gone.
Hurry up, then, you idiot, man! Hurry up, then. Hurry up! Slowing the game all the time.
Oh God, I don't like penalties.
Who takes it?
Well done, Anthony.
Hoyland.
Who takes it?
Bruno, I imagine.
Not going to charity it.
No, not a 0-0 at home. 8 minutes in.
Hoyland's desperate
We
for
miss
a goal.
a penalty. I promise you, like the place will be like, oh.
Really? Will it get flattener? Who's gone today? Your brother?
My dad and his mate.
Who's having a word there, Jack?
Is Anthony taking it? Sorry.
No, it's Fernandes, isn't it?
You don't let Anthony.
Oh, sorry,
take
Bruno.
it.
Yeah, of course.
Fair play to Nico Jackson. He's clocked an opening to have a pop.
To just have a go.
Yeah, I like.
I think you-
I don't
you-
like it because I want the Man United player to score, but
Yeah,
I like
you
it
have to.
generally.
You have to do it for your team, don't you? Come on, Sanchez.
Oh, I don't miss this Bruno, man. I love you.
He doesn't miss them, does he?
Yeah.
No, he'll sky this,
Do you think?
Yes.
but into the roof of the net.
Come on, Bruno.
I think he
Bruno,
smashes this
come
home.
on, son.
Come on, this will change
Try
the game if
Panenka.
he
Try
misses
Panenka,
this.
please.
Yes!
Terrible penalty.
That's a bad.
Come on, Sanchez, son.
That's awful.
Mate, that changed the game. That changed the game.
awful.
penalty that.
That'll change the game.
Let's have a look
Mate,
at
I
this.
think Hoyland needs to score a follow-up and all. Sanchez, really good hand,
He
isn't
weren't
it?
Hoyland, he was Garnacho.
No, was it Garnacho at the end?
Garnacho, yeah.
He's got to score
It's that hop, skip, and a jump penalty. It's
They
so
don't work
hateful.
anymore.
Got a really strong hand to it. He did well,
You
Sanchez.
know,
Bad
Jorginho
penalty,
stopped
though.
doing that. Jorginho doesn't do it anymore.
man.
Bad penalty.
You can't do that anymore.
Did you see the Arsenal keeper yesterday? Oh my God. Bro,
penalty,
why has he
man.
got such
Fuck's
big
sake, Bruno.
gloves? Did you know?
I've not
Did you
noticed
notice?
that. No, I've not
I
noticed that.
swear to you, the gloves, they were like these massive clown.
Really, yeah.
From the gladiators.
Yeah. He's wearing, yeah. He's wearing like those Super Bowl gloves.
Some foam hands.
Yeah. I don't have a clue why.
Oh, man.
That's frustrating. That is frustrating.
Oh, fuck. Can't even moan at Bruno because he's one of them that actually fucking turns up most
But
weeks.
you would be because he didn't play well against Newcastle,
But it's
did
a
he?
shit pen, man. It's a proper shit pen. That.
No, really. Do you think Marcus Rashford would
gotta
have taken
twat
it if he
that.
wasn't dropped?
I don't know because Bruno gave him the one last time, but it was still Bruno's penalty, wasn't it?
Oh, the charity.
If you
pen,
get
right?
what I mean. Like it was Bruno's to give away, so
Yeah. But you
I
know
don't
how.
think Rashford would have now had a choice.
Yeah, yeah.
But once Rashford scores one, I wonder if that
No,
kind of
no,
makes.
it's still Bruno's,
It's still
isn't
Bruno, right?
Go on, good ball.
You
Go
do
on,
look
Anthony.
better than Chelsea at the moment.
Good cross.
That kind of save though, that's a match defining moment.
Yeah, yeah.
Chelsea win the game now. Chelsea win the game. Like mate, their heads will drop. Come
You were
on.
nearly 1-0 down.
Yeah.
You passed it around a few times.
That's the
You
point.
passed it from left back to right back to goalkeeper
That's
to
the
left back,
point,
and you think you're
Dopey.
revolutionary.
That's the point.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Those thin lines.
Thin lines of being where you 10th at the moment, mid-table. You spent £1 billion
Talking about this
ruining
game.
football.
What about Marcus Rashford on the bench? Anthony Gordon would have started.
Gordon would have scored that pen.
Gordon scores, yeah. Gordon scores. What are you doing?
Oh, Maguire's an idiot.
Go on, son.
Oh, that's so rubbish, man. Why are we watching this? It's Conference South. It's
All
Vanarama.
scored.
It's Vanarama, these two, honestly.
You've got the option of watching your game if you want.
Yeah, I am. I'm watching
You don't have to
both.
bother with us.
I'm doing one left eyeball on this one and my right eyeball on that
I
one.
was wondering what's wrong with your eyes.
Yeah. 20/20 vision, mate, all right? Oh,
Ooh,
mate.
clamped him again.
Oh, God. We are really poor, the pair of us. Yes! Come on. Go. Get it to Palmer. Palmer,
just giving the ball
you
away.
pillar. That'll do.
Mudrik's in the box. Has he hit the post or is he safe?
No, safe,
Safety,
yeah.
keeper.
Near post, Mudrik.
Mudrik should have scored that.
Yeah, he's got to go.
Mistake by
He's got to
Amrabat
go
giving
far.
the ball away.
So wide, isn't it?
Do you not think the touch was quite clever to get away from the challenge, though?
The first touch, I think his
Watch.
second touch.
Mudrik
here.
does well here.
at
Pace,
this.
right? Pace. Good
Yeah.
ball from Jackson.
Touch.
One. No,
That touch.
that one takes him away from Amrabat, though.
No, it's hit the post. He hasn't.
Hang on, look. That one takes him away from Amrabat, Booth. I think he has to take it, but then he has to shoot across the keeper.
Keeper's not touched it.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Didn't even hit the target.
Is he left-footed?
Yeah.
You got to go across the keeper
Do
there.
you know
innit?
people, of course, because then the follow-up as well. Do you know people drive you mad? You know you're talking about those internet accounts and all that. Mudryk scores really good goals in training, and people like celebrate them like they're goals.
Yeah.
Like, look at this finish. Look at the
Crazy,
venom on the strike.
Crazy.
He's like done it in training.
Yeah.
And they're putting it out. The Chelsea
Exactly.
thing are putting it out as if it's like something to celebrate.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Do you know who else? I know he scored 2 goals yesterday. So the other day. So it kind of changed things. But do you know who isn't
Play
that
that,
good?
Boylan. Go on, Garnacho.
There's someone down here. There's a Chelsea
Garnacho's
player
in.
down.
Garnacho's
Hang on, there's
in.
a Chelsea player down. What kind of...
Yeah, but Garnacho's in.
What
Save
sportsman?
from
Are you
Sanchez.
Is that a
sportsman?
save or
Are you
post?
sportsman?
Yeah, but
Go,
is it-
break.
is it head
break,
injury?
break. Go.
There's a Chelsea player
go,
down.
Go, he's up now. We're right. Go.
Mudryk.
Oh, you prick, you fucking little prick.
Mate, they're rubbish. Rubbish.
This is going to be a basketball game, isn't it?
It's not. It's going to end 0-0. We're useless. The pair of us are useless.
Why couldn't
0-0
Mudryk
written all
feed
over
him
it.
in there on the
Because
left?
he's a Wally.
You've made 2 like dead certain predictions in the last minute.
My,
One was a 0-0 draw. One was you definitely winning now.
my prediction. No, my prediction
Oh,
on
fuck
Super
me.
6
Oh.
is this has
Yeah,
one
Villa are in.
all draw written all over it. A really
They're smashing us.
my quote was a really uninspiring 1-all draw.
Oh, you can put quotes on Super 6 now.
Really inspiring. It's 3-2 actually.
3-2 on Super 6 for you,
3-2 on
is it?
Super 6.
What's mine, Jack? You can get it on the screen or... Let's bring it up. Why not?
Latest scores: Brighton 1, Brentford 1. That one is half time. Crystal Palace 0, Bournemouth 1. Look at Buvey.
I've got 0-0. I'm spot on at the moment. 1-1. That could definitely happen.
You had a
Okay,
good hair
Palace
day
is
that day,
struggling.
didn't you, Booth?
Yeah, cheers, mate. Every
I mean,
day.
you haven't today, but I mean that day, day you did.
It was a decent little photo shoot. Who took the photo? Do you remember? I don't know.
Yeah.
One of the kids in here.
Theo Baker's
What
bloke.
the kids in here? That is a sweatshop going on.
One
It
of the
was
content
Theo
creators.
Baker's fellow.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a 0-0 prediction.
Why is he
I think
booking
it's been spot
Sterling?
on.
No, he booked Luke Shaw for a stupid
Oh,
foul.
good.
Luke Shaw literally with both hands just pushed Sterling.
Do you know you've got a weird love for Luke Shaw that isn't fair? Like you overlove him. Like he isn't as good as you
That's
think
not
he is.
true. I
That's
think
not
he's really good.
He's not.
When he plays well, I admit he plays well, but
No, you
he's
love him.
very 50-50. He's either
Very average.
he's
You
either
think he's
like,
an average left back?
I think he might be one of the better left backs around now, but I don't think there are any particularly good.
I think that's the point. Yeah.
But that doesn't
Go on,
make him a
Amrabat.
good left
He
back.
might be top 5 in
Go on, Am.
Europe.
No. I mean, Kieran Trippier is a better. Kieran Trippier is a better left back.
Shoot
than-
next time, you soft twat.
Kieran Trippier is a better left back than the left back that is Luke Shaw.
I'd rather have Luke Shaw for England at left back
No
than
way.
Trippier.
No way.
And then Trippier's
Oh,
right
no.
back.
Do you know Trippier has the most assists in the league?
Yeah, but not as a left back.
No, as a right back.
Yeah, exactly.
As a
Yeah,
full
but
back.
First time
No,
off, innit?
not as a fullback.
Yes.
As a right back, specifically.
Kieran
Explicitly, he's a right back.
Kieran Trippier is undoubtedly a better fullback than Luke Shaw. Kieran Trippier is a better left back than Luke Shaw is a left
As
back.
you define a fullback,
No, he's a better. Kieran Trippier is a better left back.
Cafu's a great fullback, but he was a right back.
Kieran
No, Luke Shaw's a good-
mate, Cesar Azpilicueta
If
can play
Luke
both
Shaw's
sides.
fit-
Cesar
Luke
Azpilicueta-
Shaw's
If
issues
Luke
are his
Shaw's fit,
fitness.
yeah. Luke
gotta
Shaw has to
remember-
start for England over Trippier as a left back.
Obviously,
No.
that's
You get limited.
Obviously not.
You get
An
limited.
ability is
Obviously
being
not.
available.
Obviously not.
Really?
Kieran Trippier has been one of the best players in the league.
You don't
this
think
season.
Southgate starts Luke Shaw as a
He
left back?
starts
He's
Kieran
fully
Trippier,
fit.
and he think he's right to start.
Really? Yeah. I don't think it's that clean cut. 'Cause You want a
Clean.
left. You want a left footer.
You don't.
You want a left. Of course, you want a left footer.
don't.
Modern.
I mean, Luke
in
Shaw
modern
literally
day.
scored
He
in
has
the
to keep
final.
cutting in on his right foot all the time.
Yeah.
maybe you're right in a big game. I think you might be right in a big game.
That happens. You know,
if we face France, I think you might be right defensively.
But Kieran Trippier, you could actually argue that Kieran Trippier should start.
Ollie Watkins in the box.
Right back.
What, against Slovenia?
No. You could argue that he should start.
Oh yeah, right back.
You could argue that it could be his position, Kieran Trippier.
Yeah.
He's been one of the best players in the league this season. He's got more assists than any other.
I think it'll be Kyle Walker though.
It will be, and therefore it has to be Kieran Trippier.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah.
Chelsea on the attack.
I booked my game.
Yeah,
in the Euros.
Yeah.
I'm going to the one in Cologne.
So what is that? Do we know?
The one in Cologne is Slovenia.
Slovenia. We've got
Slovenia.
both. No, we haven't.
No, we haven't.
Sorry,
We've got Denmark.
Were you working or just going?
No, just going. I mean, if there's any work there, I'll take it. You know me. Is any work going? Anyone watching? You got any work?
You'll be taking half and half scarves with him.
I'll be in Cologne. Swanning about the cathedral in Cologne. But I've booked my accommodation for the England-Slovenia game. So that's a third game.
And your ticket?
Got everything sorted.
Beautiful.
That's the only one. That's the only one I've got.
What is it? The final group game?
Final group game.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. So we'll either be going out or we'll already be through.
We're through.
Super chat. You've got to read it out. It says big dog.
Big dog.
Could see a situation where both managers are sitting in opposite dugouts next season. I desperately hope not.
That's crazy.
I don't want
that. Would be incredible.
You do not want.
I'm a big fan
I don't want Eric Ten Hag.
That would prolong the misery for both of you.
I wouldn't want Eric Ten Hag anywhere near Chelsea.
But I see what you're saying.
I can't say I'm overly fond of Pochettino, but I'm not sure that I would want Eric Ten Hag.
I think Ten Hag gets sacked first. I don't think
he's been there longer as well. Though,
I think Poch has got a lot more, lifespan at Chelsea.
He's a year. He's a year behind.
I mean,
yeah.
Ten Hag's already done as much in English football just by winning a trophy.
Yeah, he's won more than Pochettino in England already.
He's won more, yeah, but
how mad's that?
You never know with
I thought Onana went to his post.
It's worth a shot.
Shoot.
It's worth a shot.
How many bad keepers are there in the league? Got United's keeper, Chelsea's keeper. Ederson's Alisson in the City game was awful.
No,
awful.
Do you think that people, when they're playing Chelsea or Manchester United especially actually because Onana's there's so much spotlight around him, do you think that there is a conversation in dressing rooms via managers and that shoot on sight?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, do you think?
There used to be talk about like teams used to press Aaron Wan-Bissaka because they knew his first touch wasn't very good. You're going to focus on weaknesses.
No, sorry, but
you're going to focus on weaknesses.
But you know when we were talking,
Anthony!
How's he missed that, man? How's he missed that, man?
You know when we were talking the other day, though, we were talking about how the system is everything. Shooting from 35 yards whenever you see a Nana means that you're kind of throwing away your system a bit. Do you think it's worth it?
35 yards, maybe
30,
not, but in and around the box,
you
start taking pot shots.
You've got to chip it there.
Or you give certain players the permission.
He's fantastic, Thiago Silva, isn't he? Like he really is.
Yeah, he's waned a little bit in the last few weeks.
No, of course. He's 40.
It's
a great
touch.
touch.
Was really weird. Maguire went in on the near post.
Clever touch. Why has nobody followed it up? That must have been.
It's too high.
That must have been a training ground thing.
It's too high for it to be.
But it must have been a training ground thing.
Like it was too high for it.
You idiot! How's he meant to control that? God. What a ridiculous pass from Jackson falling over now. How on earth is Enzo Fernandez meant to? Oh, no.
Ball into Garnacho, Maguire, McTominay.
Scott McTominay. I mean, if we didn't score in these last 5 minutes,
had to, yeah.
There would have been big problemos on the way. Chelsea's defence has been sitting in, gifting United chances. You gave the ball away there to Anthony.
That was Nicholas Jackson.
Anthony, weirdly, he played well against Galatasaray. Started off today doing okay, winning free kicks and winning the ball back there.
He won the penalty as well.
He won the penalty as well. Scott McTominay helping Bruno Fernandes out with a goal.
How on earth is Fernandes meant to get anywhere near that?
Rubbish.
How can he? And then he falls over.
It's when you get too excited on the counter-attack. That's very good disguised pass by Bruno. Maguire had a shot.
Mate, good touch from McTominay, good finish.
So flat-footed. So poor.
What Chelsea, you mean?
Really poor
defense. You see Højlund there? Could that?
He's not in the keeper's eye line, so I doubt
past him,
they can do anything.
They're not reviewing it, are they?
I don't know. I mean, he's definitely offside.
They can't renew that. He's beyond.
Is he beyond the line? Is he in the net?
He's in the net, yeah.
All right.
Coming out of it. They can't do anything about that. If they do, it's really...
I mean, it was really foolish. We're just the architects of our own downfall there. That was Nicholas Jackson playing that one touch.
And Cole Palmer lost it in the corner, didn't he?
Cole Palmer lost it in the corner, yeah. Cole Palmer lost it in the corner. but that situation was unacceptable from him, but it was salvaged.
Yeah.
Then Nicholas Jackson just touches the ball when he has to take some responsibility. You can't play a one-time touch there. Go on.
Jackson's in here.
Nicholas Jackson one-on-one with Harry Maguire.
Yes,
in
yes.
the box. He's found a pass for Sterling.
Rubbish.
Good tackle by
Pass for
Diogo
Sterling.
Dalot.
A terrible pass to Sterling. Nicholas Jackson, he's just
There's
not...
a free kick being given.
Nicholas Jackson is a championship striker, isn't he? Like, I'm not joking. He is a championship player.
Do you remember how this season started, by the way? Like, you might be right. But
What?
you were so buzzing about him at the
You were
start of the
buzzing.
season.
I've never heard of him.
You were buzzing.
I've never heard
Which
of him.
says more.
I've never heard of him.
You said he was Didier Drogba.
Yeah, you
Mark
said
II.
That wouldn't have happened.
You said it's
said that.
Drogba 2.0.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I said he was better than Crespo. That obviously didn't happen. But yeah, I was on board with him, but I'd never heard of him.
Go on.
What a
Go on, Phil.
Foden.
Go on, Phil. Go on, smash these up. Come on, let's get a goal now.
Smash these
You
up.
guys are twats, man. Go on.
What's your issue with Villa?
These guys are twats, man.
Fucking hell,
Unlucky.
Johnny
I thought you had the
Stones,
best
man.
ball playing midfielder in the
Barnsley
country.
Beckenbauer. He's
Go on,
above you
go
on
on,
the table.
Nacho.
Where are you on the table? Barnsley
Cucurella's got
Beckenbauer.
away with that.
That wasn't a foul, was it?
Cucurella's got away with that. And now
booked him?
he's booked him because he's been petulant, which is ridiculous.
He's
Did
the
you see
worst ref in the
Arteta?
league.
Did you see Arteta get booked for celebrating a 97th minute winner?
Yeah.
That is ridiculous.
Sad,
like
isn't it?
absolutely ridiculous.
So sad.
Look, this just can't be a foul, can it?
They're both doing the same
It's
thing.
not-
to each other.
50-50.
That's not it.
Is he got a yellow for that?
He got a yellow for
No,
this.
for that.
He got a yellow for the
Oh.
petulance.
Bouncing the ball. But
I don't blame him.
also, like,
Refs are trying to stop the game.
you know, like tennis, like, all right, maybe the tennis players get punished quite a lot, actually. That's not the right example. I don't know, but just sportsmen in general.
Snooker players.
They get angry.
Yeah, you're
Like,
allowed
being
to
able
get
to go,
angry. I know.
You know, just fuck. Like, in the
I've
moment.
been saying it
there's
for
nothing
years.
wrong
They're
with
trying
that.
to drive emotion out of the game. They're trying to kill and sterilise football.
Good hit there, Villa.
I noticed it when he went over to the screen, by the way. Everyone's taking pictures of the ref. I reckon, imagine being a ref. You've not done anything for years in terms of all the PR, the publicity. Then the VAR screens come. Of course I'm going over there all the time. Of course I am. I'm doing this.
We know-
The monitor and
See?
you're taking photos.
He is Clattenburg. He is Clattenburg.
Yeah, but I would do that, but I couldn't be a ref because I've got morals and a soul and a spirit, a human spirit. These
Or
referees
morals and
don't
a
have
soul
that.
that make you want to go over to.
No, I'm saying
people's
if you had to make me a ref, of course I'm going over to the screen every 5 minutes. Of course.
Played Anthony.
It's horrific from Chelsea. It's just horrific from us. It's so bad.
Played
Do you
Hoyland.
know what I don't understand? Why do people
Lost
not
the ball.
talk
That's
about
the
certain
ball.
players? Like, why do people not talk about certain players? Not just like, do you know what? I haven't heard anyone in authority. So you know, we can have explorative conversations, and I think we do, and I think people like us, not even just us, but people like us will be honest and open and have proper conversations. Why have I not seen any conversation anywhere? You know, in like traditional journalism about the contribution from Pochettino. Like nobody says, hang on a minute, regardless of the lunacy upstairs, regardless of the ridiculous squad that's been built, this Chelsea team shouldn't be sitting in the bottom half of the league.
Yeah.
But have you seen that? Like, has
No, I've
Henry
not, I've
Winter
not.
written a
I've
piece
not.
on?
But the
Have-
reason I wouldn't have seen that is because I don't look for Chelsea pieces. But I'll support you on that, in that most of the media and the stories and even like questions in press conferences these days are all looking for TMZ style headlines, right? So they never look at they're never trying to dig into maybe. So they're always either manager out, manager in, and there's no in between, right? Like they can't criticize a manager without having to call for his head, or they can't ask a manager simple questions about football without going,
But I think,
just asking about
do you know
stupid things.
Do you know
all the time.
our world, our YouTube? Let's use YouTubers, right? And Buvey, I'll use you as a case study, right? Man City. If you want to know a true feeling, a true sentiment of a Man City fan, of the club around Man City, your options are the official person who writes for the club, who has a relationship with the club, maybe a relationship with the players, certainly a relationship with the press officer, who therefore is biased, therefore is going to say what the press officer wants
Just
them to
happy
say,
stuff.
because they have no option, because their livelihood is directly linked to their friendship with the club. He can say, John Stones has made a pig's ear of that. He could say, I'm not suggesting he would, but he could say, I want Guardiola out. He could say that if that were the truth. Whereas I feel like you can't say that when you are sort of legacy media.
Yeah.
Go on, son. Go on, son.
Chelsea are in here.
Penalty!
No.
Soft.
Sterling went down there weirdly,
That
but
couldn't be more clear.
Lindelof did stand.
How
like
can it not be a penalty?
Something had happened.
Look at the screen.
Looks soft,
It's
mate.
going to go over to the screen.
Got to
I
go
think.
to the screen, right?
There's been a foul here, so we'll have a look at it now. Raheem Sterling's gone down in the box. I think it was Lindelof.
No, it's not a penalty. It's not a penalty.
It's not. It's not.
That is a penalty.
It's not a
gonna be
penalty.
given.
It's not
Not a penalty.
There shouldn't be debate. There shouldn't be another screen review. He needs to just get on with the game.
The game's continuing.
No, there's a free kick over there, but is that going to get checked? Is that being checked? Is that going to be given?
He's saying
He's such a.
In this day and age, it could be given. Is what I'm
Sterling should
saying.
get a yellow card for simulation.
What I'm saying is
Is that bad?
there was contact.
Hang on.
He could have carried the ball.
Watch it now, lads, properly. Study.
He's waiting for it. No, that's simulation in my opinion.
The penalty hasn't been given.
He should get a yellow
I
card.
think he's looking for it.
We have to stop it.
I think he's looking for it, but I think because there's a little bit of like contact,
Nah.
He's
you never know
his action
my
on the
God,
ball, bro.
Anthony. You've put him
McTominay had
such
no
a hospital
chance
pass
there.
there.
McTominay-
It's such a hospital pass.
I'm glad you said that because I thought you were going to say McTominay.
No.
I'm glad you said that.
That's
Well
better
played,
than
Sterling.
That's what you want to see
that
Sterling
not a foul
doing.
off the
Actually.
ball?
Play Bruno.
It might
Sorry,
be a
won the
foul.
ball there,
It might be a foul.
Come on, Chelsea.
This ref's desperate to stop the game. That's all we know.
Cole Palmer would be really up for this, wouldn't he? With and Shaw and Man United. And,
Isn't he a Man
Yeah.
United fan?
yeah, the family were, I think.
Scores elsewhere at the moment. 0-0 between Villa and Man City, which was at 8:15 kickoff with this one. Chelsea are on the attack.
No, that's
fizzled out.
useless.
50 minutes in the other games, Liverpool are winning at Bramall Lane against Sheffield United 1-0.
Not
The
handsome.
goal coming from Virgil van Dijk. Fulham are beating Forest 2-0. Two first half goals from Alex Iwobi and Raul Jimenez. Bournemouth are leading thanks to a goal from Senesi against Palace, and it's 1-1 between Brighton and Brentford. And Buemo did put Brentford in front, but Pascal Gross has scored an equaliser. Those are the latest scores. It's still 1-0 between Man United and Chelsea. Villa are on the attack in the City game. We're watching both here, so stick with us, even though we have only got the score for the United game on screen. We'll be getting Buvey's immediate reactions when Villa do win. Scott
United are
McTominay's was
well.
close to being in there.
He's your greatest creative outlet.
Ball just got held up.
No.
Ball across the
Come on,
Garnacho. He can't get the shot away. Can't
He's
get the
turned
space.
Cucurella.
Cross. Hoyland. Oh.
Garnacho,
Didn't Garnacho
unbelievable.
do well there?
Great little ball on the left.
Cucurella can't deal with him.
We've got to capitalise here,
The
man.
referee has to now do something to sort. The referee, the Chelsea's manager Pochettino has to do something. I'm so ill. Has to do something to
ill.
sort out Cucurella. Like Cucurella can't handle Garnacho, can he? They
No.
can't live with it.
Garnacho did that against City. Remember where he
Turn
kinda
the
went
wrong
to have a
way,
shot
turn
and
the
then
wrong-
had to go
turn the wrong
other
way.
and set up Rashford.
He
Yeah.
turned the wrong way. It was brilliant. It was brilliant play from Garnacho. Lovely
Free
little
kick to
footballer.
Villa on the edge of the box here. That's an interesting chance there. Booth, pay attention to that
We're
for
getting
us, please.
smashed now. Trust me.
While the linesman is
Man City
getting
need to win, man.
his
It's over.
device
I told
fixed.
you,
Stop it.
do you follow me on Twitter?
Not for much longer if you carry on.
Shall we unfollow him?
Don't follow me. Come on, lads. The club will always
Oh,
follow me.
do that thing. See fewer tweets. See fewer
I do that
tweets.
to a lot
I've
of
done that
people in
to
the
loads of
industry.
people, man.
Anyone in the
Do
industry?
you know when
shout out?
someone gives
Anyone?
you...
What? Who have I put that on?
Yeah,
Oh, loads.
in the industry.
JCC, the Fulham fan.
You muted him.
Yeah, I've not muted him. I just clicked him. See
Why?
fewer tweets.
He's Fulham fan.
Just too much of that from the old JCC.
Is Jeremy Clarkson a Chelsea fan?
Yeah.
Is that
He's
the
a
game
golder.
with...
Jeremy-
what's his face? Oh,
He's the geezer
man
that
next
does
to
the
him?
show. He was doing your. He cut the grass for you today.
I love him.
The geezer.
From the farm.
His name's What's his name?
No idea what you're on.
From the farm.
Oh,
He's like
named
the
on
farmer
tip of
boy,
my
the
tongue.
real local.
The good...
He did the grass. I've seen him lying down, cutting the grass at Old Trafford. He's a Man United fan.
Oh, starts with a J, doesn't it?
Lads, Google the name for us.
It's an Aston Villa free
The
kick.
kid from the farm. What's his name? You got Jeremy Clarkson and then the boy on the farm.
Fuck me.
It's not Jacob. It's something
Jacob.
like that.
It is Jacob.
It Jacob?
It's something like that.
Caleb.
Caleb.
Yeah, it's not a J.
Starts with a J, ends with a K.
JK. No, it's Caleb. He was he was the groundsman for today's
That was a
game.
chance for Konza, wasn't it?
Yeah. They've
Yeah.
been all over us, Villa. A ball gets whipped in for Aston Villa. Conts a header from about 5
Got to
yards
score
out.
that.
He
He's
could
gone up
flick
too early,
it.
hasn't
He could flick it deftly into the net. He
on-
doesn't.
It's still in the air. When
You
the
need to
ball-
hang. You need to have
Yeah.
that hang time, like Les
Ronaldo in
Ferdinand.
Moscow.
Les Ferdinand. Les Ferdinand in the Newcastle days. Just jump and
Look at
sit
them
up there
pressing
for
us.
half hour.
They're a good side, Villa. Really are. Really
That
good
divvy
side.
little steward.
Here we go. It's happened multiple times. Their batteries run out. They don't check their batteries. They're so amateur they
Mr.
are.
Muscle loves the jobs you hate.
Give the ball then. Give the ball. Phil Foden. Come on.
Robbo and Gary Pallister. Go on,
Is
lad.
that Gary Palistri?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, on the left.
Palistri.
Who's on the right?
I'm not sure who that is.
Go on.
Alvarez
Go
is
on.
in. Squared it. Oh,
No.
Pau Torres over the bar.
Look how bright I am up here.
Do you know?
Offside.
Do you know Gary Pallister? Do you know what was the anniversary of today? We played each other. Do you know when Zola scored that goal where he sort of kept the ball in and cut in, went round Pallister? That was an anniversary today. Is that Dennis Irwin?
Yep.
Trivia for you lads. Last time
Andy-
Luton Town scored 3 in a top flight game before the Arsenal game.
I know when it. I can guess the year. Are you
Guess
asking
the
for
year?
the year?
Year and the club.
Oh,
The year that the club that they're playing.
They scored 3 against last time before Arsenal.
Okay, I'm going to go with
pre-Premier League.
It would be 1992.
Oh,
Keeper's giving it away. Sanchez is giving it to Anthony. McTominay! Oh, it's blocked by Hoyland.
Actually, a problem, you know.
mate,
McTominay.
he's finding
Actually,
space.
a problem. Don't play it to him. He's marked.
He's good in these games where you keep giving us the ball back and he gets to sit on the edge of the 18-yard line.
I know.
But when we're
I'm not
building up from the
suggesting
back-
I'm not suggesting you're wrong with your appraisal of McTominay, but he's very
He's been a threat
problematic
here.
for us today. Yeah.
I mean, so
Stupid
was
throw.
Anthony.
He's got
Rubbish.
2 men on him. Why are they throwing to him?
So was Anthony, though.
Yeah. It's more about Chelsea than that. Yeah. But this is what I'm saying. Like, certain things at Chelsea are just obviously not good. You've got the manager. I think that there should be more of a conversation around it. You've got Enzo Fernandez. I think he's been woeful. But you just don't see anything about
The
it.
same time as well, like, from the outside looking in anyway, with you guys having the new manager and United being, like, under pressure, you'd think this would be a game where you'd come here.
United are in here.
Looking
United are in.
rump us up. Go on, Bruno. Oh, unlucky. He did the right thing, cutting it back.
I
with the
can't believe how
cross
much
then,
better you are than
oh.
us. I honestly can't. I thought we were going to take the game.
I thought the penalty was going to do us.
I did as well. It should have done.
Ball.
Ball in.
McTominay! Oh!
Missed 2 chances.
The second one was difficult, but the first one
The
he should have
rebound.
scored.
I think he has to score both. Had.
But the second one just bounced
He has
off
to
him.
score. He has to
Yeah,
put it. He has to
the
put it.
first
the
one
other
he has
side.
to
He just
score.
has to redirect it.
Yeah,
the
you
other
got
The
side.
first one he has to
Mate,
score.
he has to score both of them. But he has scored a
He
header.
has more time with the second one than I thought.
He has to score a header.
How's he so free? Why can't they let Bruno be this free?
Manager, ask the manager.
Bruno set
But
it
why
up,
does
though.
nobody
Bruno
ask
set
the
it up.
manager? Why is nobody? Go on, son.
Chelsea
Raheem
are in.
Sterling's in
This
the-
is crazy.
Score.
Jackson.
Yes, RJ! Fucking come on, Red!
Jackson's missed it from 5 yards out.
I don't think Sterling should be passing there, bro.
Slightly.
I'd want him passing there personally, but I don't want him shooting.
Sterling's scoring in this game as well because someone told me a stat today.
Never scored.
Never scored against United.
Yeah, I saw that. He's never scored against United, but he must have tasted
I
victory.
feel like he
against
passed that
It's
too late.
3-0 Fulham at Craven. Is it called Craven Cottage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are they
Well,
playing?
Jimenez with
Forest.
his second goal.
Forest.
isn't
Rubbish.
Forest are such
I
a
knew it was going to be
difficult
3
team.
now. I was going to put up my Super 6.
It's not
as well.
over, mate. It's half time. Is it over?
No.
I thought Forest would score.
No, you were wrong.
A 1-year is one of the highest scores in the league.
Oh, wait. Well, this is what you've just said in the last 20 seconds.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be 3-0.
Yeah.
I thought Forest would score.
No, but I
That-
thought...
that-
A 1 year.
That's what you said.
Then you
I'm just
started talking
trying
about a 1 year.
yeah.
And I think his name's Awaniyi.
No, it's a 1 year.
No, it isn't.
Brighton are 2-1 up against Brentford.
Awaniyi.
Hinshelwood with the
That.
goal.
It's
It
definitely.
is.
I'll be honest, I
it's not
don't
what
know
you
who
just
that
said.
is.
On my life, it's not what you just
It is
said.
100%.
I don't
Used to
mind-
play for Liverpool.
I'll take a 0-0 draw. We're
100%.
both wrong. We're
No,
both
I'm
wrong.
not saying
But you're not
0-0.
right. You're not
But he
right.
used to play for Liverpool. Look, you don't know what you're
What
talking about.
He's like when I feel old
The
right now.
striker.
You don't know what you're talking
What,
about.
for
mate.
Nottingham
You don't know
Forest?
what
A
you're talking
1
about.
year.
Look, I can't talk to you anymore. You don't know what you're talking
Use that
about.
when I feel old right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The fella that just scored for Brighton was born in 2005.
Really?
He's 18 years
Yeah,
old.
yeah.
Jack Hinshelwood.
This is what happened. You know when we beat Brighton the other day, they had 5 players that were 19 or less.
Yeah, love that.
Challenge. They're giving a free kick for that.
That is a free kick.
They're giving a free kick for winning the ball.
That is a free kick.
They're cheating, man.
You're cheating.
No, they're cheating.
What game are you like watching? Because when you react and I look at the
He's a
screen,
City fan.
nothing's happening.
Yeah, they're watching the Villa game because it's more interesting.
What are they watching?
They're watching Brighton Brentford.
Why are you watching Brighton Brentford? Well, keep it down because you're distracting us, lads.
Yeah, lads.
Fuck, you know, we've got a job to do over here.
Why is Anthony on the floor?
Mate, this is the weirdest game of football. You're both rubbish.
It is, isn't it? This is the game when when your little brother wants to play and you disconnect the
Yeah,
pad.
yeah.
You say, yeah, you play.
It's like one of those misfits boxing matches where the early rounds where there's 2 fat geezers just swinging. You know?
That would have been
Like
you.
Boogie.
You're hoping to get on that.
Why do you have to call me fat? Okay, why are you body shaming me?
You just
Yeah,
called 2
exactly.
other randoms fat.
Yeah,
Why are you body
because
shaming them?
they self-identify as being fat blokes that
Oh,
were
do
in
they?
misfits.
What do
Why
you
is his name
self-identify?
There's
Fat?
nothing wrong with being fat
And
either.
Fatsy the third.
But there was 2 large guys that were fighting.
Oh, now it's large.
Yeah, and they were swinging it out. And it reminds me of Chelsea Man United today. Rubbish. But yeah, it's great.
Like
isn't it,
watching a
Misfits?
fight and Jerry Springer, innit? It's like,
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know if we should be watching this, but it's quite entertaining.
Who's the guy that celebrated when he realised he wasn't going to be the dad?
Oh, that's a
And he
classic.
kind of runs up and down the stairs. And he's celebrating.
I'm Nigerian. Rory says his name right, not Buvey,
How do you know he's Nigerian?
because he's told me.
That might be your wife.
His name is Ola.
Typing into
Ola
Baki.
Jr.
That might be your mate or something. I don't know. How do I know? Might be your mate.
Rafael Abela has joined the club. Thank you for joining us. You can become a member.
What do you get if you're a member?
You get the knowledge of being a member. You get some bonus content, which we're going to make soon as well.
You
when
get a
the new year
personalised
comes.
visit from Rory
You
Jennings.
get some emojis, and you get, just be a member in that, innit?
Emoji.
Would you do a personalised visit for a fan?
What, to their house?
Yeah.
They would be absolutely.
Remember like when
terrified.
Stormzy went round to that
They
fella's house
paid for it.
and watched the football with him and smoked with him and that? Would you do that?
If we just turned up at someone's house, they'd be. It's probably intrusion. It's probably illegal.
No, if they invited you.
Yeah, but if they.
Chelsea are in here.
Modric
Madrid.
in.
No, don't
Look at his
worry
touch
about
now,
it,
look at his
mate.
touch.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, it's a good block,
The
I
guy's
think,
a
by
spanner.
Maguire, you know?
Just drilled it wider.
Look at him.
Yes.
He doesn't even realise how bad he is, you know?
I
He doesn't even realise how bad he is.
I love how
You
I'm
know?
sitting here thinking, is that taking a deflection? And
He's
Rory's
just
gone
hit
down.
it 5 yards wide.
Drilled it
Trust me,
wide.
that's all Modric.
You know the shot
Seen it
went
before.
further
Seen it
away
so
from the
many
goal.
times.
You know the shot went further away from the goal than it started. You know it went away from
Yeah,
the
because
goal.
he was in line with the goal and it
Yeah,
went.
yeah.
Yeah.
I get what you're
Just
saying
hit it
now,
straight, mate. Just hit it straight. At least it'll be on target. Pillock.
He's rubbish.
Yeah, he's
Diogo.
been there a year now.
90 million quid. Is it?
That was
He won the ball. He won the ball. That's
done well.
naughty.
Oh,
But then
Diogo,
his
man.
quality was rubbish. He actually he got the ball after nutmeg.
Oh no! Oh no!
Chelsea are playing their way into
Oh
trouble. here.
no!
United are in.
Oh, played
United are
well.
in.
He could have had a shot there.
Give it in. Oh, he's got to give it Shaw there.
Sure, man.
Hoyland has to shoot. I think. What?
He's
Ambo!
afraid.
People aren't taking responsibility.
He's afraid of shooting.
It's because
He's got-
it's too easy.
he's got
And
0
you
goals.
start overdoing it. Oh, played. Who was that?
It's Cole Palmer, but is that what you're
He's
talking
lost the ball
about? He
50
lost
times.
it,
Yeah, he's fucked up there. isn't he?
Hoyland
I-
looks like a striker who's
when I
not
looked
scored a
up
goal.
He's doing
Made
too
the
much.
space.
He really is like trying to impress us.
Oh, that's naughty from. This is a great
United
game.
are playing really well.
Oh, lucky gone, actual.
I love that he
I
tries
love
that.
it as well.
I love it. It's proper. He's a
Well,
proper winger.
you're meant as a winger.
Oh, he might be off there.
As a winger, you're meant to fail.
Yeah.
Like sometimes. Do you know what I mean? Like there
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
It's impossible.
Risk thing.
Risk, yeah, as exactly. Like when Arjen Robben was like flying down the wing, sometimes it didn't work.
Yeah, it's 5 out of 10. isn't it?
Sometimes less
Yeah,
than
yeah,
50%,
yeah, yeah.
20%.
Yeah.
Because if he gets past you, he scores.
Yeah.
Scott
Drogba
McTominay's
scores.
down, holding his shoulder.
They're not
I can't
going to
believe how good Scott McTominay's been. It's been a
Villa in
real
the
problem
box.
for us.
Leon Bailey. Oh, Leon Bailey is 31.
This could be
isn't he?
0-0.
People change their numbers too much. Or they have.
Yeah,
really
no, that
big
is
numbers.
Bailey.
Oh.
Let me go for a wee while he's done.
Oh.
Here's
Any,
a stat for you, Buvey.
Yeah, go on.
Bueno got it.
Oh, he's just crushed my bueno, bro. I'm not bueno no more.
What does bueno mean?
Good, innit?
Good.
Bueno mean good. Muy bueno.
It
Very
might be.
good,
Yeah, yeah.
Now I'm not muy bueno. Because Rory stepped on my bueno. But anyway,
Yeah, go on.
here's a stat for you. After 37 minutes, Aston Villa have had 11 shots. Manchester City have had 2.
Yeah, we've been rubbish, mate.
Thoughts?
We've been rubbish. You're not going to win a football match. You're not going to win a league title with wrong guy talking. You're not going to win a league title with Alvarez in midfield, with Rico Lewis in midfield. We need to get Rodri back as soon as possible. We might need another midfielder in January. It's that bad. Nunes has not hit the ground running. Calvin Phillips. Yeah, again, Calvin Phillips not trusted to play against Aston Villa. And Rico Lewis, he's an 18-year-old right back who's fantastic, but he's playing it's a big game.
Has Pep not just made his mind up, though, that
Yeah, it's over.
he rates other players more than
It's over.
Calvin Phillips?
It's over.
So he's not a question no more. Do you know what I mean? You know where you
But
go,
it's a question in the
I'm
sense-
confused at this, but you shouldn't be confused anymore.
There's a £50 million gap in the squad. That's the confusion as a City fan, because you spent 50 million quid on England international, and it's not worked out to the point he's not even trusted in this game when there's no one else who can play in the position. That is an issue for City, and Arsenal and Liverpool will be licking their lips anytime Rodri's out. They'll pick up points ahead of us. So it has to be addressed in January if it's possible to.
Villa have
do
you
that.
penned in here. Bernardo Silva had the ball at his feet in the box, gave it straight back to Villa, which is unlike City and unlike Bernardo Silva.
We're not the same side. We lose the ball all the time. Yeah, we show a lot of quality when we have the ball, but we lose it all the time. We're playing into everyone else's hands. I just don't get why we've changed the system. Doku Alvarez.
Am I sensing a little bit of nerves in this title race that hasn't been there before?
we're one of the weaker sides we've been in the last 3 or 4 years, but I think we can get better.
Because last season, correct me if I'm wrong, you always felt you'd come back and win the league, innit?
Yeah, of course.
It wasn't really.
Yeah.
All right, of course, there was a little bit of nerves, but you knew you were going to win the league.
Yeah.
This time around, you sound a bit more agitated about things.
But about 10%. 10%. Because De Bruyne's got to come back. Haaland's got to do much better. And Diaz has got to do a lot better. And when they're back and fully... And John Stones will be back and fully fit. I think we've got a great chance. I think Arsenal, they got limitations. And so do Liverpool. I think all three... That's why it could be one of the great Premier League campaigns of all time. If you look at the top half of the table, we've got Spurs, Chelsea, Man United, all these big sides. They're all within a few points of each other. Really compressed to the top half of the table. So I think 3 sides could win the Premier League this season. I think Liverpool and Arsenal are the other 2.
Teams need... I don't want City to win the league, obviously. I don't want Liverpool to either. Out of these 3, I'd rather Arsenal. But, if you want to see... If you're a neutral and you want to see City not win the league... You need a couple teams chasing them. Yeah. Because I think if there's one team, you kind of get that inevitability of, they're going to catch us. But when there's 2 and they're sandwiched in between 2 of you, or
anything could happen.
2 of you go ahead of them and they've got to hope for 2 teams to drop points on the weekend.
Yeah.
It's a bit different then, isn't it? The pressures are different.
And it's worked for them because Arsenal beat us, so they've taken points off us. And Liverpool, took 2 points off us as well at home. And we've got to go to Anfield and try and get 3 points. You know what I mean? And Arsenal got to come to the Etihad, and they'll be thinking, with the way they're playing away from home as well, they're really good away from home. They could nick a goal.
Mate, again, simple pass back to the keeper, under pressure, he hoofs it out for a throw, adjacent with the 18-yard line.
We're due a bad performance. I don't know if it's that bad, but we're due a really bad one.
They're a very good team, though, as well.
Oh, yeah. They deserve it. They deserve it.
It's a very good team, Villa. And 100%. That's the problem. When you've got no Rodri, this is probably one of the last games you wanted.
I still think City shouldn't
be... Free kick
so
United.
reliant.
Bruno Fernandes deflected wide for a corner.
I don't think you can be that reliant on Rodri. I think it's really unhealthy. We rode our luck. He never got injured against Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, etc. But it's not a long-term strategy, is it? Do you know what I mean? If Haaland got injured, we'd have Alvarez. We used to have Phil Foden as a false 9. Got loads of wingers, fullbacks, centre-backs. Got about 8 centre-backs at the club, but... Rodri, I don't know what we do with that. And there's not many you can sign out there because look at Caicedo, costs 115 million quid. It's a really difficult situation to find someone of Rodri's quality who's not going to play football matches.
Nearly half time in these games. There will be a bit of time added on in the United game for sure because of McTominay's injury and a few other stoppages. And I'm not sure about the Villa City game. I've been more focused on things at Old Trafford. City were on the break there. Julian Alvarez just getting out hustled by Konza, and Villa have the ball back in possession. I want to check. Every time I look at this game, Villa are in possession, and I want to just check things aren't deceived. No, City have most of the possession with 54%.
Got a crushed Bueno there.
You're going to get stuck into it?
No, a little bit. I'm in a foul mood.
What's happened?
This idiot. Mudryk and that.
The game's still very much open, though, isn't it?
Such an idiot.
You had a chance when you left.
Missing the penalty means still only 1-0.
That's horrible. That is absolutely horrible. Bloody hell.
I wanted the chocolate one. I didn't want the white chocolate one.
No, child's chocolate.
Kinder Buenos.
Child's chocolate.
Chocolate for a 4-year-old. That.
Whoa.
I'll get a little toy with it.
Whoa.
Oh, Kinder Eggs. They're fantastic.
They're disgusting.
Kinder Eggs were fantastic. This is a Kinder Bueno.
You can't buy one in. You can't buy one in America, Kinder Egg.
I don't think that's for adults.
They don't sound.
They don't trust. They don't trust
the toys over there, innit?
They don't trust American kids not to swallow on the.
Yeah,
on the
they
toys.
just eat the egg. It's Americans, isn't it?
Yeah, not all Americans. If any Americans watching, not all of you, 300 million of you, maybe one or two.
You're punching up, aren't you? So it's all right.
Mudryk.
Yeah.
Go on, son. Get in.
Oh, let's go! Wow, Cole Palmer, what a little finish!
Yes.
Great finish.
That ball should not be going
in. That ball
in.
was superb.
He's our only threat, you know. He
and
really is.
Saying,
he's the best player
finish.
He's our player of the year already. You know when we do our player of the year, it's him.
Yeah.
It's him with an honourable mention.
Sterling. Silk.
Stones is absolutely
what a little.
He's such a boy.
It's like a messy finish.
He's such a boy. It is like a messy finish. You're right. Well, yeah.
And he just
delay.
Over other side.
Can't
it
get
is
down.
a messy finish.
Nicely, innit?
Can't get down there. Look at that. There's no pace on the finish. Look, it's just that.
No,
dribble.
It's perfectly.
Lindelof's got to put.
I think the keeper could save it.
I love it.
Do you think a better keeper, or do you think Onana would have
No, I think
I feel like
that kills
Maguire's
every
got to be
keeper.
stronger there.
That kills every keeper.
No.
It does. That kills every keeper. That kills that's a killer keeping.
Yeah, because he's brought the keeper one way and he's sent the ball the other way, innit?
Oh, there's a goal.
Villa have scored. Douglas Luiz, it might be offside. He's looking at the linesman.
Fuck off. Yeah.
Flag is up.
Yeah.
But this will be checked,
Load
I'm
of
sure.
rubbish. No, nothing to check. What is there to check?
I mean,
Nothing to check.
check the offside. See
Nothing
if
to
it was
check.
correct.
How about you check the score? It's now 1-1 at Old Trafford.
I mean,
How
they're
about
gonna
the-
check it. I mean, it
They're
literally
not
always
checking
happens.
nothing.
Oh, this apparently the ball.
Actually, yeah, they should check it. Actually, what am I on about? They should check
It's
it.
about a possible ball out of
I think
play.
they should check it.
Oh yeah.
Mate, we
I
didn't
know I was
pick up
getting
on
so
that.
defensive.
We didn't pick up on that. He's going, no, they shouldn't check it. It's a goal. Nothing to do.
No, I think they should. No, what do you mean? I think they should check it now. Ding was off. It's
Nah,
0-0.
The ball was out of play. What are you watching, bro? Are you
Mate,
all right?
I'm between four
Did you
different
forget-
teams. They're
did
all
you
rubbish.
forget that was Man City for 1 second?
I did.
You're
I did
between
that.
4 different teams and they're all rubbish. So you include City in that.
City rubbish at the moment. Yeah.
Okay.
We're above you though. Above you. Have been for the last 10 years. But United are struggling now. 1-1.
Mate, Adam, what happened? I wanted to ask you about this. What happened at Manchester United? I follow a few journalists who have actually been banned from...
Oh yeah, I love it. Well done,
What-
Eric.
Did you,
Get that
what, is it
Samuel
a Ten Hag?
face out of there.
Is it a Ten Hag thing or is it a club thing?
I believe a bit of both, and at least I'd hope it would be a bit of both and a bit of direction there from the manager, especially with people.
So your
that-
support? I didn't think
people-
that you were going to
especially with
support this.
the kind of journalists that is kicked out deserve it.
Why?
They run glorified blogs. They all, like it's like what we were talking about earlier. They only look for the clickbaity stories. They're never really looking for the real story. Just posting absolute rubbish every single week.
What negative stuff?
Luckhurst is one of the worst. He's not a journalist at
It
all.
can't be negative though.
He's one of the worst.
Is it negative that?
Well, it was a story that came out, something that we're saying
Oh, the chicken.
50% of the dressing room is against Ten Hag and all this kind of. It's like, have you run a poll? Like, how could you possibly know
That's
that?
a weird
You know what
number.
I mean, like
50%
it's a real,
of what?
Quite
really
precise.
weird thing to
50%
come
of
out.
what? 23 people.
They're always talking crap. Even if you just look at general stories, when these guys put a transfer story out there,
How many readers?
or
have they
they
got?
or they go, oh yeah,
What about free
guess
speech?
what? Qatar's about to buy Man United. They've been wrong on every single thing. These journalists have a track record for being idiots and being wrong.
But
does it look like they banned him?
Banning
Yeah.
journalists.
But it's not a permanent ban, is it?
Is it?
Well,
Fergie used to do that.
No, Fergie.
Yeah, but-
Fergie would specifically not talk to certain
Oh,
publications.
he'd
BBC,
chuck
wasn't it?
people out.
Would he?
Yeah. He chucked people out a lot of times.
But what happened? A lot of things that happened in the 90s are now considered to not be acceptable.
That's not
It's not a foul. It's not
man.
a foul. It's not a foul.
And now the things that happened in the 90s are
No, I don't
considered-
have a problem with that. It's not like he's the prime minister where you have to be there, bro.
Do you-
These guys are literally.
I didn't
there
think
to
you. This is
stir
interesting. I didn't
shit
think you.
and dip.
I didn't think that you would support.
And it
this.
frustrates me. These kind of people frustrate me because with what we do as fan media or whatever, and of course we get things wrong occasionally and that, but generally speaking, our heart's in the right place. We only want what's good for our club, and like we get treated like pariahs when you have people that work for scumbag agencies like The Sun, for just trashy publishers, yeah. And yet they can write what they want. They can lie as much as they want, and they'll still be welcome back with open arms because they're mainstream media. Fuck them, bro. Kick them to the curb.
I don't know as much about the situation as you, but any principle that doesn't involve sort of free press doesn't really chime with me.
No, but it's like saying there's no freedom of speech doesn't mean a freedom of consequence, right? Like you can have a freedom of speech, cool, but if you talk shit, I'm gonna punch you in the face. Like freedom of speech doesn't mean there's no freedom of consequence. You can have a freedom of press, but if you're gonna talk shit, there's gonna be. I'm not gonna talk to you, bro.
I don't know enough about the situation.
But you're
There's
implying they
something
got
doesn't-
thrown out because of rubbish journalistic standards, which it might be the case.
Even
You know
more.
better than me.
You can't
But
have
it looks from
journalistic
my-
standards in
but
this
from my-
country, especially from a footballing
Yeah,
perspective.
you're spot on.
Let's keep it football.
With your
It's
appraisal,
trash.
with your appraisal just then, you're spot on. But it looks from the outside, from this isolated incident, that they've been banned because they've slagged off United while United are struggling.
No, that's not the case at all.
But that's how it looks like as
That's
a
not the case at all
Yeah.
because
That's how it does.
people routinely slag off Manchester
There
United.
was
They make a
something-
living out of
There
it.
was
Yeah, of
something that
course.
I saw, and I don't know. Have you heard about the chicken? The raw chicken?
Oh yeah, that's not why they've been suspended. Though.
I think that might have been
That's
involved.
nothing to do with it. Because
Have you heard of
the
it?
journalist
No, I've
that
not
did
heard
that,
this.
that was in the Athletic.
Right.
No Athletic journalist has been banned.
Haven't they?
No,
Right, okay.
like that was in the Athletic, and I know no Athletic.
What? Someone got
journalist has
served
been
raw
banned.
chicken.
A lot
Like
of
Andy
people.
Mitten wouldn't get banned. Laurie Whitwell wouldn't get banned.
Right.
David Ornstein wouldn't get banned
Yeah,
because
they-
they're good journalists.
Yeah.
What if Ornstein started publishing more negative stuff?
He does post negative stuff though,
But, like,
but it's
more.
usually well sourced.
What was?
Yeah,
It's
of course
usually
he is.
well informed.
Apparently, it was because they didn't run it past the club first. It wasn't because the story went out.
Right.
So the hostility and why the ones that have been banned are because they didn't speak to the club about it. They just put it out.
It wasn't the
Didn't-
best timing, was it, to be struggling on
it's
the
quite
football
a bad
pitch and
look
then
to-
journalists aren't allowed in?
to
That's
to
what it looks
ban
like.
journalists.
Even if they are rubbish
it feels
journalists.
a little bit. It feels a little bit Pravda.
Mm.
See that there?
But then Adam's point about you don't get away with misbehaving sort of thing constantly, and there are consequences to your actions.
course,
That's
yeah.
also legitimate.
You are representing the club.
Also,
on
it's
some
not,
level.
this isn't the Prime Minister of the United States here that they're trying to speak to. This isn't a life or death situation.
But they are still a public institution, aren't they?
Fuck them, man.
The United are a public institution.
Yeah,
Not saying the Sun.
they
is,
can
I'm
get
saying
the quotes from somewhere else. They usually steal other things if they don't get it anyway.
That's true.
themselves.
Yeah.
Mm.
They have a track record.
You know your feeling on this.
It's still
Have you-
going
you
on,
know,
again.
you know from your
If it was like Laurie Whitwell or a David Ornstein or a Andy Mitten, I'd be like, wait, these guys are good, respectable journalists.
But what if there's hundreds of thousands of people that think that these guys have been banned are respectable journalists?
well, there will be people that think that. way.
Well,
Sanchez.
Like there will be.
It's hard to
I don't
quantify,
know.
it's hard
I
to
don't know who
Yeah, of
who was
course,
banned.
there's people-
The Mirror was banned, wasn't it?
I'm not sure.
Someone.
All I know
I think.
is
The, I think.
yeah.
I think the Mirror.
and I loved it.
The Mirror. ESPN maybe.
Yeah, ESPN
Yeah.
was one of them. Yeah. Look at this finish.
The
Look at this finish.
Manchester Evening News.
Oh,
Yeah,
look at
they're not. They used to be a very respectable.
I think you've been really generous to
Publication.
Onana, mate. Watch. Look,
he dives over it.
he's a Rizzler paper away from it. He's got to get there.
You have to benefit the
That
finish.
uses feet better.
He disguises the finish
Why are
so
you just
well.
diving? Shuffle across.
I'm
Because the ball's
surprised
going
you're being
so slow.
kind here. You're being really kind.
I just
the
love
ball
that
goes
kind of finish.
quick.
I think
He's
it's
gonna
raw
like-
quality.
But the two things can coexist. It can be a beautiful strike, a beautiful finish. But I wonder what the poll's saying. Have you got the comments open, Ad? I wonder what people. Because I think that Onana
You know,
should be
Messi
getting.
scored one against Van der Sar at Wembley.
No, it's a good finish.
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
He was close to him, but because it was
Yeah, you
he's
sent it-
moving
yeah,
away.
yeah,
He's a
yeah.
big lad, and
I think
Van der
there's-
Sar looked like he was.
maybe
it was bad.
you're
People
right.
are ticking off their bingo list with the Rizzler paper shout.
I've not done mine yet. I'm not
Embarrassing.
I'm not going to do it. Well, yeah, I'm not going to do it.
Oh, sorry. Did I just
Yeah.
use your catchphrase? Sorry.
It's not my. I haven't.
Well, I said the word embarrassing. You went. Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah, Tom
I haven't
Bombadil,
signed a
who's
thing
kind
yet.
of echoing my opinions with a super chat. Gotta read it. It says the ban for those drama, bellend he calls them journalists, was long overdue. Got no problem with critics, but creating drama for drama's sake is a no. Klopp did that 5 years ago.
Right. Okay. Fair. What are people saying about the save, Ad? Are people more agreeing with Buvey or myself about?
I can't find
Nobody
many
cares.
comments about.
Nobody
yeah.
cares. Do you think that Onana should have saved that Cole Palmer shot? I'm been suggesting that he did the hard bit. He's nearly there, and he didn't quite get there, and he should have done. Buvey was saying that there's basically no chance, no keeper saves that. I think that's very kind from Mr. Beauvoir.
I think it's a mixture of. The reason why I think the keeper should save it is because of how slow it's going.
How is this the 52nd minute and we're still playing?
Because there's 8 minutes added on. It's over now.
Thank God. Come on, mate.
And it's over now. What
Come on,
is
mate.
this? Numbers in your pocket.
I told you, mate.
I
1-1.
remember when you.
We're equally bad, aren't we? That's all this is. We
Yeah,
are just
we are bad.
equally bad.
We could have scored 3 or 4. That's why it's.
You
a
should,
bit
Scott
annoying.
McTominay, that header with the follow up shot
Yeah.
needed to end up in the back,
Penalty
wasn't
missed. Other half chances. You get in the box, cut it back easily. United could have scored 2, 3, 4. On another day we would, but these days we aren't confident. Cole Palmer, Chelsea's only decent player, really, scores a goal. Mudryk had a few chances. Sterling had a few
forget him.
opportunities.
He's got to the stage now where I think he's one of our like. I'm so bored of Mudryk. I really am. Like you know when you think about players that come in with big expectation and then let you down. I think he might be about to take the crown of Fernando Torres. Like that was in terms of expectation to delivery. It was him, wasn't it? Like Fernando Torres was king of that club. Like nobody delivered less who we expected more from. You know, £50 million taking Liverpool's star player. It was symbolic when we bought him across and whatever else. And look, I know we can argue, and I will argue on the occasion. He did very well for us, and he contributed massively. But overall, it was obviously underwhelming, and it obviously didn't work out. This is that. This is that again. Like he's just not that player. And you know when you've got that amount of pace, that amount of that sort of ridiculous acceleration, you should be such a threat, shouldn't you? It only takes minimal technique to like Michael Owen's a great example of that. Explosive pace, minimal technique, Ballon d'Or. Explosive pace, minimal technique. He just hasn't got that. It's so boring.
I hear you. And I could say a lot about Man United players, which we will very soon. Before we do that, Super 6, big chance today. It's 4-0 to Fulham at the moment.
4-0 Fulham. That nobody's got that in the Super
but-
6, surely.
Listen to this. There's 820 people still in with a chance.
So someone's got 4-0 Fulham or
of a
more.
Super 6 win. It's Brighton 2, Brentford 1. It's Palace 0, it's Bournemouth 1. It's Fulham 4, Forest 0. It's Sheffield United 0, Liverpool 1. With 10, 15 minutes to go there. And as you know, Aston Villa 0, Man City 0, and Manchester United 1, Chelsea 1. Bruno Fernandes missing an early penalty for Manchester United after 9 minutes. Scott McTominay did put United up after 20 minutes, but just before half-time, Cole Palmer with an equaliser. Go on, what were you saying there?
We just watched the highlights from the first half. City, Haaland had
Erling
two
Haaland, those
chances.
What a cross!
He's not looked the same Haaland for a few weeks.
Who plays this crossing? What a fantastic ball this is! Like he could have picked out anyone, but he goes back a goal.
Bernardo Silva.
Of course, Bernardo
On his right foot as well. Look, he should bury that across
Bernardo
the face of goal.
Silva, man.
Haaland's
Oh
not
my
look.
God.
He's not looked right. He's not looked right.
What did I
To
try
his
and
own
tell
standards.
you? What did I try and tell you a year and a half ago?
Oh, come on.
What did I try and tell you a year and a half ago? See?
Stop it, please.
I know. Do you know the other thing I'm right about?
Yeah.
Bernardo Silva deserves a Ballon d'Or. I'm right. He deserves a Ballon d'Or.
Maybe.
He's an amazing player. Who do you think wins the next Ballon d'Or next year?
Haaland.
No.
Yeah.
He's missed his chance. Unfairly, he should have won it last year, but he missed
When
his
will
chance.
when will it be decided? This
It will
time
be
next year?
it will be Harry Kane or Jude Bellingham.
You got to think of the Euros are going to have an impact. In
Yeah,
this.
whoever wins the Euros, whoever wins the European Cup,
Could be
whoever wins the
Mbappe.
Premier League. It's too early for Bellingham, isn't it?
Yeah.
It has to be.
Actually, you know why?
Do,
it's
do you
not?
not? Do you not think it has
Let's
to
say
be
England got
Kane
to the
or Salah?
semi-finals.
It has to be Kane
Let's
or
say
Salah
England got
first.
to the
Depends what happens in
semi-finals.
Champions League.
Well, Jude Bellingham scores 30 plus goals this season, and Real Madrid win the Champions League.
yeah.
It's Ballon d'Or.
What about
Bellingham's
what
in
about
there.
then? What about if Egypt win the AFCON? You don't think?
Not for me. It's not scaled that way. It's not weighted towards the AFCON.
No, I think it is the votes, isn't it?
I think it's the World Cup when it comes around, and then it's the Champions League most seasons.
Okay, but the point I'm about to make,
And
and
they
you may
can't win the
disagree
Champions
with
League.
what I'm about to say here. I was about to say, if England win the Euros, Kane. Say Bayern win.
He wins the league and the Euros, yeah, definitely.
But what about Salah wins the league and the AFCON?
No, I don't think it. I don't think it weighs the same. I'm not trying to be.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think they. I don't think they do weight it in that way.
Who else?
I don't even think the Euros is that big. I think the World Cup is the big one.
Who else? So do you think that it's too early for Bellingham? I really.
The reason I say Haaland is because we could sleepwalk towards winning the Champions League this season. We are capable of doing it. We're not good at the moment.
The reason why I think it's too early for Bellingham is because I just think that there's a queue.
Oh.
What?
I'm being told multiple things.
By whom?
By producer Jack.
Tell us then. Share the wealth.
He told me incredible news. I've got 10 points in Super 6. 10 points, lads. That's double figures.
I mean, it's half time.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at the greens. Perfect result. Look at that. 0-0.
It's not perfect result.
No, but the result is perfect. I'm predicting a Liverpool win there, Fulham win there, United, Chelsea to draw.
You predicted 4-0 and it's 1-0.
Yeah, but it's as green as it can be. What can I say?
You predicted 4-0 and it's 1-0.
And I thought Palace would beat Bournemouth, and if Bournemouth beat these lot, the bottom of the table's open.
How have you gone for a City draw?
Huh?
Do you not just go City win every
It's
week?
called pragmatism.
Are you actually? I'll just go Chelsea win. I said Chelsea 3-2.
It's called being pragmatic.
How's mine doing, Jack?
do you
put
want
my
to win
scores up?
Super 6 or not?
Yeah, I do want to win Super 6.
Yeah, exactly. You've got
But
to
I
be
think
pragmatic.
Chelsea will win.
It's just changed, hasn't it?
Look at me.
Why did it change at the bottom of the screen? Anyone notice that?
Mind your own beeswax.
Did you change it mid?
Change what? What are you talking
You
about?
just changed it. Somehow you changed the
You
scores.
think I have the technical powers?
Yeah, you've changed the scores. That's how,
Wait, you put 0-0 in the Villa game?
Yeah.
I love how you didn't remember doing that.
Yeah. 0-0. Unagi.
touch.
0-0 Villa. Mate, I was right. By your standards, anyway.
Yeah, well done to you, mate. Okay, well done.
My scores are gone. I don't know what else I did. How am I doing?
If
How
you
many
win the
points am I on?
250 grand, I want 10%.
You're having none of it.
Yeah, but I give you football knowledge.
How many? Oh, I'm on 7 points. I'm doing well. God, I'm flying.
That's amazing.
Just need Chelsea to take the lead, and I am laughing.
What's Adam
I'm
on?
the king of Super 6 among us.
No, it's too early to say.
I'm on 8.
That's amazing. So you're below Adam and me.
Yeah, it's half time.
You're the Sheffield United of this group.
It's half time.
And that Chelsea
You're
goal,
the
before
Sheffield-
that Chelsea goal, I would have been on 10. You would have been on 8.
Yeah, but
So-
yeah, if
but
but and
no,
maybe.
if buts and maybes, Adam,
If
yeah.
my auntie was my uncle, then she'd be my
she'd
uncle.
still be your auntie now.
What's the saying they say? If my auntie was my uncle,
No.
she'd be my uncle, not my
my
auntie.
aunt-
No, it's my auntie. You're not allowed to say it anyway.
Testicle.
Oh, you're not allowed to say it, right? I don't know. Maybe there's a PC way of saying it, but either way, if, buts and maybes. I'm currently on 10 points and I'm loving life. All right, and do you know what? If I win 250 grand, I'll give you lads a couple of bob.
Couple of bob.
A couple of Oscar Bob.
I would, yeah.
What's
How
a
many
couple of
bob? How many bob will you give us?
50 quid each.
Oh.
What if you win 250 grand?
That's a dinner.
If you win 250
I'll give you
grand,
50
not
quid
a
each. What's
dinner.
wrong with 50 quid?
That's a
What,
round.
so you don't want 50 quid? All right, you get zero then.
I'd rather have
give
nothing
Rory
than
100.
50 quid.
yeah, I'd rather have nothing than 50.
You'd rather have nothing than 50.
Yeah, because the principle of 50.
No, but
It doesn't
you're
shine.
50 quid richer. So
No.
you'd rather be poorer than richer.
It'd be like me saying now, there's a pound.
Yeah.
Pick it up.
Yeah, I would. Go on then.
No, you wouldn't. You'd say. You'd
I
say,
would. Do it
so
now.
would you rather be poorer than richer?
I'd rather be richer than poorer. I could put that pound towards the stock exchange.
Fulham 5, Forest 0.
Yeah, that's what I said, I think, on my thing.
Forest are rubbish.
They're not. They're very unpredictable.
This league's mad, yeah? The top 10, Adam and I were talking about when you went to the toilet, the top 10 is so compressed, the top half of the table, and the bottom half, anyone can get sucked into it. Sheffield United are picked up points a few months back. Now they're rubbish. Luton Town can pick up points anywhere. Burnley have just smashed Sheffield United 5-0. So it's a Bournemouth are winning.
It's mad for Everton, isn't it?
Wolves are winning.
Look at these chances for Man United, man.
Yeah, we had so many chances.
Yeah, well, if Everton didn't get 10 points, but the thing is, it's a great year for them to get the deduction.
Yeah.
It might be the best league in the last 10 years in terms of excitement.
We're
For the
losing
neutral.
this game, 100%.
For the neutral.
Do you think?
I think the quality is really low this year in terms of the quality of sides.
I don't think it's...
But I think what I'm saying is the drama. I think there's 10 sides that could all get top four.
There's 3 teams that can win the league, and there's
8 sides that could get in the top 5.
6 teams below the top 3.
Yeah,
There's 6
yeah,
more that
yeah.
could get into the top 5.
Plus you're 10th.
Yeah, I haven't put us in there, though.
But I think it'd be fair to say you could sneak top 5. You could sneak top 5. They're not out of it.
You're right, it would be a sneak.
So the top,
It would be a
10
sneak.
out of half of the league could get into European positions. That's madness.
Yeah,
That's
that is
madness.
that. When you phrase it like that, that does sound like madness. In fact, let me see what the chat's saying. Let me have a look. Let me have a butcher's. Oh, good amount of people. Can you do me a favour? Can you click subscribe, please? Wow, we're flying.
How many
Thank you
have you
so
got?
much. 6.2
Wow, that's fantastic.
on the Richter scale of YouTubes.
That's
Unbelievable.
incredible.
I'm going to give some likes. Look, I'm giving our own show likes. Look, love, party.
Party emoji. Party emoji.
Gonna party
Big eyes.
hard.
So are people seeing these? I'm putting loads of... Oh, shit. What have I done here?
You've
I've
reported the channel. We're going to get demonetized.
Hang on. Look, I'm going to put loads of parties in. Are you seeing them? Adam,
Yeah.
look on the phone.
Yeah, I'm doing loads as well.
Can you see
Yeah.
them? This is a bit embarrassing. I have
Yeah, it's a
to
bit
like my own.
embarrassing.
This is a bit...
Someone said, tell Adam to smile, the mug. What have I got to smile about, bruv?
That is fair.
What
Yeah.
have I got to smile
Yeah.
about? I have
What
to
else
sit
is
here
going
with
on
these
in there?
two clowns.
Timo
Watching my
Werner
team.
I've
was
been
a bigger
supportive
flap
of you
than
today.
Torres. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Timo Werner was one of the worst footballers I've ever had the misfortune of watching play football since it.
I could have been
Since
at Old
Chelsea got
Trafford
good.
surrounded by 70,000 other people
70,000
depressed just
mugs.
like me.
70,000 mugs. mate.
Depressed just like me.
70,000 Muppets.
Yeah, I'm here with 2 people that wallow in my misery.
Mate, I've
I don't
told you who
wallow,
I was
I'm
hanging about.
eternally
I've told you who
optimistic
I was
about life.
hanging about with. I'm friends with doctors, mate. You need to up your game.
I'm friends
You
with
two.
doctors.
YouTube
Dr. Dre.
lummoxes. YouTube lummoxes. Yeah, I was basically out with Dr. Dre, mate. God, look at all these hearts.
What you could say to them, if they ask you, who did you hang out with last night? Say that you hung out with a
I went
TikToker.
to an amazing.
You got
restaurant
called a
last night.
TikToker in some comments, you know. How did you feel
Did I?
about that?
Yeah,
They said, like, it's a,
What a finish!
You know when-
Cole Palmer.
you know when people, someone comment like, yeah, you usually see people call out for misfits fights when there are TikTokers.
We've
Yeah,
There's nowhere else to go.
15-year-old girl.
I TikToked an EastEnders World Cup a few months ago of all the best characters. It was Heather versus Phil Mitchell.
Have you ever
and
put up
all
a
sorts.
TikTok and then deleted it immediately?
You're a div, man. You're a div, man. Got about one brain cell between your 2 ears, man. You you got one brain cell between 2 ears, man.
I'm sorry, Buvey.
No.
It was just there. I just had to say it. I was like,
what do you do on TikTok, mate?
But
You'll
just
grow up.
make mad money, bro.
Do you?
Big boy money out
Do
there.
you?
Yeah.
Show me the thing.
Why don't I show you my?
Show me-
show me your bank account.
show me the ad
Show
thing.
me your bank account.
Show me the ad
What's in
thing
your
within
wallet now?
TikTok.
What's your security
Oh,
code?
mate, I'm struggling.
Oh, yeah.
The wolf's at the door for me. The wolf is at the door. Show me. Are you making
No,
mad money on
I'm
the
making
TikTok?
big bank out here, man.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you? Is there loads of pie and mash in the TikTok? Is there?
Loads of money out here, man.
is there?
Is there?
I hope I made a few quid on my reaction to the City Simon Hooper thing. I had about
Did you-
600,000 views. I pray they'd monetize that bad boy, I tell you now.
Did they?
It was about 4 minutes of me shouting down the camera. I hope they stuck some ads in there. Please, TikTok, put some ads into that video. I swear to God. If they randomly demonetize that, I'm broke out here because I spent 4 minutes of my life shouting in a random office in London.
You know what you're
Right.
good at, Booth, that I'm not good at?
Yeah.
You will walk through like Leicester Square, busy Leicester Square, just vlogging yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you're really good at that, isn't it?
It's no shame, innit?
Yeah.
The man with no shame. Look, he's just got
yeah.
no shame. Just
No
walks
shame.
along filming
As soon as I
himself.
started YouTube, I have no
They
shame.
done a song
you know,
about him, didn't they?
What's that?
With no shame or something like that.
Don't know. No
Yeah,
idea.
go on.
No, you gotta just do it, ain't you? You know, we're in the industry. Got
No,
to
but I
film
can't.
I
yourself.
can't do it.
I'm this guy holding it down low. So
I'll wait for
yeah.
people to leave.
Yeah.
Get on the
Yeah,
street
yeah,
and yeah.
I do it less these days because it gets a little bit more notice, but it's not good.
You ever had anyone just walk past? Oh, baby.
Yeah, I have.
Jump
Yeah,
in your video.
I have, and it's it's weird, man. It's weird. Isn't it?
Anyone
Do
ever
you
called you a
get
vlog
positive?
wanker?
Do you get positive feedback?
I've only ever run into like one group of football lads that really don't like what we've
And did
relatively
they
done.
tell you that
Yeah,
politely?
it was more
or-
like drunk vibes, like drunk, like Aggie.
Yeah.
But
Where
to be
was
fair, When you,
On the tube
just in
or-
a pub,
in a
just
pub?
in a pub.
And
in
then they
Shoreditch.
realise how big Buvey is in
Yeah.
person and they
Look at
think, oh.
Look at that.
And then they were like, "I'm going to knock this bloke's spark out."
Yeah. I was just about to
Yeah.
and then he started
Starts
flexing.
Mate, you're literally
You know, I
showing
was doing it
muscles
ironically.
to YouTube.
It was a joke.
You're
But,
showing
it was
muscles.
ironic, lads.
You
But
start shadow boxing.
M66CBH says, do these three read the comments?
yeah, we do.
What's it saying?
If you want us to read your next comment, send us some money for that one, please.
Don't listen to him.
No,
Don't
joke.
listen
No,
to
but
him.
not no. Only a
Aaron
little bit.
Krieger,
Only a little
welcome
bit.
to the
Big
club.
boy
Only a little
bank
bit.
out here, mate.
Yeah.
Only a little bit. I promise. Only not much.
That £1.80 you made up of TikTok's gone to his head.
What's the biggest donation we've
I'm
had?
so tired.
Don't start.
I went.
Don't
I
start doing that.
No, I just
Did
wondered.
you see that? Oh,
I
did you
did.
see that girl? What's her name again?
Yeah, I know what you're on about. Yeah.
Oh, I know her
What's
name.
her
You're not
name?
allowed to talk about her.
No,
No, we
it's
are.
Not a football.
There's
it's
a-
not a football.
there's a-
girl.
there's a
told I'm
guy-
not allowed
It's
to
not a
bring these
football
girls
girl.
There's a
It's not
guy
football girl.
that's given 60 grand to
Yeah,
a girl
90,000.
for her to text him.
Text him what?
She doesn't text him back, by the way.
What?
She doesn't text him back.
Yeah.
She's famous. Oh, her name's
I know her name.
It's Rose.
Ruby Rose.
Ruby Rose.
Ruby Rose. This guy's paid her like 90,000, got her face tattooed on him and everything. And all she does is just. She's even got his phone number saved as Weird OnlyFans Guy, which is a sad one. And he's just spending dough on her. Bro.
And then it went
90,000.
viral on Twitter because he finally met her in real life, just in a shop. They
And he
bumped
just had
into
a-
each other. And then he sent her 60 grand to interact, like a mega fan, yeah?
90.
And then she's there taking a photo, and her arms are like that.
Of course.
Like she doesn't want, she can't.
Yeah,
Well, she doesn't want to touch him. He's a
Yeah, I
weirdo.
know, but
He's sick in the head, isn't
yeah, but
he?
he must. Yeah, but
Do you know how many?
obviously, but
How many
it's
he
crazy.
must have had? Or, you know what I
No.
mean?
Mate,
Crazy, man.
mate,
Man's going
that
mad.
is sick.
60 grand. 90
That's-
grand.
Mate, what's up with everyone?
That's
Just be
mad. isn't it?
normal, man.
It's like someone paying £1 to have a super chat here, and we don't say hello to them in the street. But he
You'd
sent
be like
60. No, I would say hello.
No, you-
I'm the friendliest geezer
No,
going on YouTube.
mate, but
Talking
not
about
for
that
I'm
one-
the
super
friendliest-
chat, gotta
I'm the
read it
friendliest
out. Can you
Oh,
football
paragraph.
historians name any other player outside of Wan Matter to have played for both clubs and Love Vibe? Ray Wilkins,
Paul Parker,
Paul Parker,
Mark
good
Hughes.
shout.
Mark Hughes.
Mark Hughes,
I
good
adore
shout.
Mark
Well
Hughes.
done,
I
lads. We had one each.
absolutely-
There you go.
I absolutely
I
love
feel like
Mark
they were
Hughes.
testing us.
One
then.
Sebastian Veron.
Not loved.
I've
by-
got another one.
by us,
I've
mate.
got another one now. You got to go.
Gotta be
Otherwise,
loved.
you're fucked. He's fucked.
Gotta be loved,
I've
though.
got one more player, so you got to.
Oh, we
name
still
one.
going?
yeah,
Yeah,
we playing the game.
Yeah, keep going.
Mark Bosnich, not loved though.
Falcao.
Not loved.
Not loved.
No.
See him? He thought of one, and then he went.
Yeah.
If I said Falcao, he would have been had. it.
Yeah,
He would
yeah,
have
yeah,
I'd
known
load.
where to go.
I'd Mark Bosnich ready to go.
Yeah. Is there any more overlap? Mark Hughes would be the most successful.
Mark Hughes, I think. Matt is very successful as well and very loved.
Mark Hughes was brilliant.
City
for,
game's
but
back
Mark
in the
Hughes
way.
was brilliant for both clubs, whereas Mata wasn't brilliant for you, was he?
Yeah,
He had
you're
brilliant
right.
moments, but he
Yeah,
wasn't.
yeah.
Mark Hughes was
Juventus free kick.
Mark Hughes was like integral to your success and integral to our success. Like we won the Cup Winners' Cup. We beat Vicenza in.
He won that with you as well?
Yeah, man.
Because he scored 2 against Barca in our final.
He's the reason that we got there. We played Vicenza. We went 1-0. We lost 1-0 away. We then played the home leg. We went 1-0 down. This is when away goals counted. He then scores 2.
There's one recent player that's... There's a few recent players, but there's one very recent that the chat are saying that we haven't got yet.
Like very recent, like now.
He's still playing now, but he's not playing in England now.
Cool.
Not playing in England now, so he's playing.
Manchester United's players are out. Sergio Reguilon looks like he's coming on for Manchester United. It's weird because of the amount of stoppage time at Old Trafford. The City Villa game's 6 minutes in, and we've just kicked back off. So there will be a slight overlap, I think. Who did he come on for? Well, the Lowe's still there.
Shaw.
Imagine Luke Shaw.
Must be Shaw, yeah. Is he injured again?
Injured again.
No, Luke Shaw's there. Luke Shaw's gone centre back.
So what's he double bank? What's he doing?
So he's
Back
took
five?
Lindelof off.
Took Lindelof off.
What, Lindelof? What, Shaw's a centre back?
Yeah, Shaw's played there a lot. I mean, he played there when we beat you a few times.
What do you mean beat us a few times?
No, he played centre back when we used to beat you a lot with Ollie and that.
Yeah, Shaw wasn't the centre back in all those games.
Lovely Cole
It was
Palmer.
a few games.
Wait,
Go
we're
on.
going to wallop you now.
Go on.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on, Mudrick.
That's a great little ball.
Yeah,
there.
I've got a bad feeling about this game.
Yeah,
Come
United
on.
getting smashed now.
Yeah,
Seen
they
a
get
bold number 4 actually talking about Varane. Weird seeing Amrabat run around with number 4
Yeah.
in the back.
He was such a gifted footballer, Juan Varane.
Oh,
like
mate.
he had so much technique.
Scored a goal for us. Was it Panathinaikos?
He scored in his debut for Chelsea at Anfield.
Ding.
It was Roman Abramovich's first game. Roman Abramovich's first game as Chelsea owner. We went away to Anfield. Varane and Hasselbank. Hasselbank scored in the last minute.
Because he was good for us in Europe.
Yeah,
That's what.
he's a
Like,
very talented footballer.
that's why United fans won't ever go full flop. You know, like, oh, he's
Yeah.
a flop because
No, but you
we
can
remember
still,
some games he had in Europe where he was class.
but you can still be a flop, can't you? Like just for the expectation.
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
Torres had some good moments for Chelsea, but overall it was a flop.
And
Mudryk-
also, don't I think it gets looked at less as a flop because of who we had that was playing and keeping
Yeah.
him out of the team.
Yeah, yeah.
Like if he was there now and we get kept out of the team by McTominay and that, you'd be like,
He
"Oh, no,
was
flop."
he was part of that Parma team that were just so brilliant.
Yeah, with
What a
they
team.
had Nesta,
Lilian Thuram,
they had Thuram,
Nedved.
Faustino Espria.
Nedved maybe.
He had
was that
the centre back.
Adriano was later, but they had Adriano.
Do you know Parma? And like they're a Serie B club. Like that would be the equivalent of like Queen's Park Rangers or whatever. Having that iconic team. It's
Well,
it's-
kind of like when West Ham kept their players when they
Oh,
went
yeah.
down, innit? Obviously,
Yeah,
not as iconic players, but
no, they had some really good
icons.
players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Defoe, Carrick, Ferdinand, Lampard.
Joe Cole.
Yeah, Lampard and Rio were just too
Yeah,
iconic.
Joe
David
Cole,
James.
Joe Cole, Trevor Sinclair, Paolo Di Canio.
Wow.
Yeah.
What happened to their academy? I feel like no one's coming through.
Declan Rice,
Reece
was
Oxford?
Chelsea, innit?
Declan Rice came through.
Is Declan Rice, was he in Chelsea's academy longer than he was in West Ham's?
He played for West Ham longer. I think he went to West Ham when he was like,
No, but he
Yeah,
would have been in the
like,
first
he was
team for a
11 or
chunk of
12,
that,
I think.
right? Was he in the academy like
don't know.
I think he was there
Don't
quite
know.
for ages.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
And what a player he was yesterday against Luton.
Mate. Because the thing is, when they signed him, you kind of go,
I didn't watch him.
you're gonna
football,
get what you're gonna get from him isn't last minute winners. Like he's done it against Man United, he's done it against Luton. Like
The goal against you lot was
Just for
incredible.
facts, this has been checked. He spent 7 years at Chelsea, 2 years at West Ham.
right.
Wow, I thought he was there.
So he's more of an academy
Time.
product
Mm.
than Chelsea. That means Chelsea would have got like 5 mil out of that deal?
If
100
we, I don't know.
Because you get
No,
because
you have
you've
to sometimes.
no,
at
when you're
certain age.
academy, you
Yeah,
get like
yeah.
a 2.5%
Yeah,
or 5% for developing them and stuff.
Come on, Chelsea.
I think he's the best midfielder of that kind in the world right now.
Yeah, he is.
Deep line,
Yeah,
I'm
he
talking
is.
about.
He is. He's a bargain.
You could say
He's
Jude
also
Bellingham's
because he's
a
also
bit-
brought in. He's also brought
Isn't
in.
that mad that we arguing then that because I look at Phil Foden, I think he's one of the most talented midfielders as well. You argue as a midfielder / forward. You said about Jude Bellingham.
James Maddison.
Who's the player we were just talking about? Sorry.
Oh!
has he missed that?
Oh my god!
How has he missed that from 3
Jackson's
yards?
missed from 3 yards out header.
Yeah.
That's because he's on
Sit
the
you
phone
in.
to.
Sit you in.
Yeah.
So look,
He needed some inspiration.
how's he headed that over? It's harder to miss.
He needed
Harder
some
to miss.
inspiration. He was on the phone.
You know who to blame.
Yeah.
He must not have got sent the inspiration.
Oh dear, oh dear.
I'm not even like that's awful, man. You know, Luton's striker had a bio score.
You like got
he's
Declan
Morris.
Rice, Jude Bellingham,
Phil
Foden.
Foden, James
three
Maddison,
of the best
James
players
Madison.
in their position. in
Grealish
the
has
world.
just won a treble.
James Maddison,
You know, Stones.
Grealish. Yeah, no, we're elite.
Harry Kane.
This is the best
one of the
England
best
team
in
we've never
his
known.
position.
Get ready for the
Harry Kane,
quarters.
best striker in the world.
Quarterfinals.
Yeah.
And like,
We'll
You
win
get
the
a winning-
quarterfinals.
You get a winning manager, you win the tournament. It's
We'll
as simple
win
as
the
that.
quarters. Don't worry about it. We'll get to the quarters. That'll be his
Yeah.
trophy.
Like,
We've
you
got a
look at-
really easy group. Oh mate, it's a gift of a group. Look at the others.
what's the group? Denmark.
Slovenia, Serbia.
Serbia could be tricky
it'll be
if he doesn't
tricky.
apply himself
It could
in the right
be
way.
tricky, but if you look at the other group,
It's like that.
Oh, yeah,
Remember
we-
when
we-
the-
we've
when
been really
easy
lucky.
with the
Yeah, really
Algeria,
that is true, yeah.
Slovenia, America one.
pardon?
And they had easy on the front of the paper.
Yeah.
I think he does manage
England,
group stages well.
Algeria, Slovenia, Yanks.
Yeah.
And then got knocked out.
Yeah. That's when Rooney was swearing at the fans. And the
I love that.
Oh, it was awful, that game.
Yo, fucking fans booing you.
Algeria, it was Algeria,
yeah.
America.
Slovenia.
We would have come top of that group if it wasn't for Rob Green,
Rob
the
Green.
twat.
Yeah.
Yeah? And then we wouldn't have got Germany. We could have won the whole tournament.
No, you don't. You look like a goalkeeper if you're a
Oh,
footballer.
stop going on. I'm not a copper or a goalkeeper. I'm a free-flowing creative midfielder.
Oh, the skills! Oh my God! Oh, good God!
That's Garnacho on a
That was
Chelsea
nasty.
fan
That
player,
was
by the way.
nasty.
Oh, he's taking the mick. He's going to do it again. Liberty. Absolute liberty taker.
Corner foot.
50 minutes gone at Old
Man
Trafford.
United.
It's 2-0 in the 95th minute at Bramall Lane to Liverpool.
Szoboszlai scored.
Szoboszlai. He was getting, at least on social media, I know it's difficult to judge things by social media, but I've seen a few Liverpool fans criticising him
Does
for
that
his
say
inability to track
OnlyFans
back.
on his tattoo?
On whose tattoo?
No.
It doesn't.
On whose tattoo?
Mudrick.
No.
No, it says live, love, laugh, doesn't it?
Yeah, live, laugh, eat, pray, love, innit? Something. Villa
Full
in
time in all the other
Villa in
games.
here.
Villa.
You know, that's it.
Shit corner. That's my biggest pet peeve in football.
Oh, where are you going?
Corners,
bro?
set pieces,
Where are you
hitting the
going,
first
brother? What are you doing? Come on now.
Mate, these guys
Well
are rubbish,
done.
man.
And then my
These guys
second
are
pet peeve in
rubbish, man.
football
Right,
is
go,
long
Mudrick.
time.
Go, Mudrick. Go.
Go on.
Go.
Take it to the
Burn him
corner
up,
flag.
man. You're rapid.
Why is no one putting a tackle?
Look at this. Look at this.
Good.
Rose Ed.
Why is no one putting a tackle in though?
Because they know
You're
he
both
can't
afraid
do
of
it.
each
That's
other.
useless.
You're
They know
both
he can't
afraid of
do
each
it.
other.
Why's he got a butterfly? Why on earth would you have a butterfly tattooed on your neck?
Have you seen that video of two giraffes headbutting each other? I'm not even joking. Google it because they're swinging their heads to headbutt each other. So
It's
mad.
like watching your
It's
Villa,
like,
Villa Man City.
No,
I like watching Australians
don't
fight
interrupt.
kangaroos.
Villa
Don't
Man
interrupt. It's like watching Chelsea Man United.
Do you ever
Villa
watch
Man City.
Australians fight kangaroos? That's good.
Yeah,
I don't like
yeah.
any animal cruelty.
Yeah,
That's not
animal cruelty is nasty.
Kangaroos are fucking them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's animal cruelty because the animal don't want to fight.
I think they do. You should see the way they pose.
No, the animal.
Look at Cole Palmer.
Ready?
No, they don't want to.
Look at Cole. Go on, go on. Look at that.
Oh,
That's
you
rubbish. He's rubbish.
He's so rubbish.
100 mil
so
for that.
rubbish.
100 mil.
He's so rubbish. My God, he's so rubbish.
Do you know how much a fighter jet costs?
100 mil.
100 mil.
He's not
You-
a fighter jet.
You could have bought a fighter jet for that.
We did.
Isn't that mad?
We did. We thought we
You could have
had.
gone around the world on a fighter jet
Don't wanna
and then
go
owned a
around.
fighter
I
jet
don't
and put it in
want
your
a fighter jet.
garage.
I've got no one to fight. Why do I want a fighter jet?
No, but you'd have to fight him. You just fly
You
around in
moron!
it. United attacking.
This ends up in the back of the net.
Yeah, this. You know, remember the last couple of minutes of Galatasaray where United just kept breaking and having chances, and then because we had it so many times, you just start wasting them. That's like Chelsea are winning this game. I promise. Raheem Sterling 2-1 on the break. What?
Yeah,
I take it.
Yeah, I think that's true.
I really hope
I hope
you're
it's
right.
true. Yeah.
Don't really know why you're saying that, but I really hope you're right. Do you know I'm surprised we didn't see again that skill from Garnacho? It's wonderful.
He's amazing.
Quick-
he's the one.
quick
He's the one
feet.
shining light.
I love players with that. You know, that quick feet interchanging between the like left into right and that. It's so
And
clever.
it's great what Man United have given him, a platform to hopefully get a move to a club that are relevant, Real Madrid or something.
He could.
I know you're taking a piss there, but I think he'll
He could-
be at
I'm
Real
not even
Madrid.
joking, but
I think he'll be at Madrid.
he's one of them.
The
that's
only
good
thing
enough.
is he
He has
came
got
from
Real
Atletico Madrid. So does he like them? I don't know.
Is he associated that much?
I don't. That's what I don't
Yeah, I
know.
don't
You'd have
think
to
he is.
ask him. He's
He's
Argentinian
the one,
as
but
well.
honestly,
Yeah,
you're
go
gaslighting. He's the one player I'd take him at City every day of the week. Garnacho.
What's all that at the top of the screen?
What?
Look above Manchester where it says.
I don't know. I saw this on Twitter. I don't know.
See the dashes.
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, it's the amount of subs you've got left. It's weird. I hate that they've done that.
The amount of subs you've got left.
Yeah. So United
really?
got 4 subs.
Ball in
left.
for United.
And
He's done it again.
he's tried it again.
Fine.
If he scored that, imagine.
I love how everyone in the stadium's laughing because he's trying it again. It's like you've taken
can't
the
blame him. You
you've
can't
taken
blame
the
him.
shine
It was the
off
right
the Everton
technique.
one a bit now.
It was the right technique. Like, do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Unless you control it.
All
and
he's
just
done is
keep
showed that
ball.
the Everton one was a fluke.
yeah.
Oh God! Look at the domination of Manchester United. 24 touches.
Oh,
the
Villa in the
opposition
box here. Might be an offside. Squared, cleared.
Do you take a point against Villa now?
Yeah. They're smashing us up. They're favourites to win the
Robert
game.
Sanchez just plays us into so much trouble. You know that. Look. This Chelsea had possession. This is Chelsea's ball, effectively.
Mm-hmm. You're doing what we kept doing against Galatasaray, just giving them the ball.
Oh no! Don't let him do that.
Oh, Garnacho just bent one around the post. Oh,
He'll
we've
be
gotta
world
take our
class one day.
chances, man.
He's a world class talent.
He really is.
Got to take.
I
our
am so
chances here,
tired.
man.
I did a wine.
Yeah, you were saying about this. Sorry, I think we
I
interrupted
went out
you.
for dinner, right? And I
Yeah.
did a wine pairing, with the meal. 7 glasses of wine.
What, tonight?
No.
Are they Sean
I'm
Dyche's
with
twins?
you tonight, aren't I, you Wally?
Them two
When?
ginger fellas.
What, last night?
Were they his
Last
kids?
night. Yeah, probably 2 little gingers.
What?
See that? Sit below.
Sean Dyche.
Go on,
Sean
redhead.
Dyche. Jack, they're from your community, any confirmation for us? Do you have like a Facebook group? Yeah.
Yeah. Pleasure at the fairground on the way. Do you do that when you see somebody ginger?
No.
Isn't that what you said you do?
What?
Sing fairground at them.
I don't even know who sings that.
Why are you?
Simply Red.
Why are you eating with your mouth full?
Why are you talking with
Why
your
are
mouth?
you talking with your mouth full?
Cut to them then.
Cut to Buvey. Cut to Buvey right now. Why are you stuffing your big goblet? Stuffing your goblet of fire.
Are they protein bars for your big fight?
What are you banging on about this fight? I'll fight you in a minute, and you'll defo lose. You'll defo lose.
You get chin, bro. You don't want.
Adam, you're not allowed. You're legally not allowed to fight me because you're a featherweight.
You don't want to do that.
You're a duster featherweight.
You don't want to do that, son.
You're a duster featherweight.
Get embarrassed.
Oh!
Didn't look
What
like
are
he
you
was.
talking about?
Cole Palmer.
I don't fight anyone. I'm a pacifist.
What a
What
pass!
a ball from Palmer. He's pulling strings here.
Come on.
James.
Oh my God! I
This is
thought
dangerous.
I thought Luke Shaw was going to kick that in. Then
Offside. What a pass that was from Palmer.
great pass, isn't it?
Lovely footballer, him. He's such a gifted player.
When did Reece James come on? At half time. Because he never started, did he?
No, he didn't start. Miles offside.
Pleasure,
No,
like
amateurs.
the fairground.
You know,
He came
playing
on at
full
half
volume
time.
videos. Turn your volumes down.
Just turning our YouTube channel on. Giving us some likes.
Oh man.
Oh, Colin Murray has given us £4.99. Thank you very much, Colin Murray. That's his first super chat.
Doesn't he present on like BBC Radio or something?
Not
like that?
can't be that Colin Murray. If that's Colin Murray, he was on Channel 5 doing the Euros.
Yeah, that's him. Someone's called you Blockhead.
Why read that out? Why be? Oh, fuck
Super
me.
chat, gotta read.
Oh, they've missed. Villa have missed a huge chance. John McGinn.
El
Yeah,
Kuyi.
don't shout at the ref. You missed, you spanner.
El Kuyi has called you Blockhead.
Why'd you keep bringing that up?
That's what he says.
No,
Huh?
why'd you keep
I've
bringing
got to
that
read it
all
out.
over him there. You got to book him for that.
That's a foul, isn't it? Yeah. Caicedo's been rubbish today, hasn't he? John McGinn missed from 10 yards out. Look at this. He's got no right foot. That's rubbish.
He does
He's
have
calling
a
for a
blockhead.
corner
lol.
as well.
Pricey
Never a
says
corner.
he does have a blockhead, lol.
Why read out? We don't need the sequel to the comment.
The sequel.
Yeah, just read out the comment and move on with your
I
life.
like that Rory says lol.
Buvey,
Yeah, it's
That's
weird,
weird.
isn't it? It's weird.
Buvey looks like he's got a shift afterwards with G4S on a nightclub door.
Got better than I.
That's so funny.
Buvey looks like Harry Maguire. Buvey is default Minecraft
You got to be new like the G4S one. We've heard that Harry Maguire
Yeah,
one
stop-
too many
yeah.
times.
His
Rory-
head does
Rory-
look like a block. His head is massive.
Rory, why don't you provide some new original content instead of regurgitating other people's comments?
Buvey's built like a
Stood around.
Minecraft character. The reason Rory didn't read that one out is because he doesn't know
He
what
doesn't.
Minecraft
He doesn't
is.
understand the reference.
Rory, look at my comment because Buvey has a blockhead.
I'm doing it now. If all three of us can be on our phones,
I'm
be
not on my
professional.
phone.
He has
I'm
a-
on
You
my
are.
phone.
You are.
He has
You're
a
always on your
cabbage.
phone.
He has a cabbage.
No, I'm reading out the comments. Guys, slag off Rory in the comments right now. Right now, slag him off. There's loads of subject matter. Just look here in the middle of the screen. Loads of subject matter. All right. Let's have a look. Man said Rory 39. I've not said that. J-Man 13 said that.
Buvey is Oliver Skip with wheat allergy.
Rory the Tory.
Buvey is a
Rory the
sniper's
Tory.
dream.
You have to read new ones out, man. You got to read new
Buvey
ones
is a
out.
sniper's dream.
We can't have old material.
Is
come on.
Rory actually 4'10"? Someone asked.
Yeah, that's good.
Rory looks like a Victorian era child.
That's good.
Rory has a dad flap.
What's a dad flap?
Don't know.
Hey, hang on. Get your Buvey ones in.
Rory is balding.
Thank you.
Claire. Balding. 60 minutes gone at Old
Buvey
Trafford.
looks like a Tory
65.
MP pretending to like football, FTB. What does that
Rishi
mean?
Sunak watching the World Cup.
Okay. We got loads, actually. Thanks so much for your comments. It's the most engaged we've ever had the channel when we're slagging each other off. It's ridiculous.
Super chat, which means...
We've got to read it out. Hang on, I can read it out. City lose today and Pep quits. Who's in the next in line, Buvey?
The Zerbi.
You serious?
Yeah,
Going a bit wrong for him, though.
Yeah, but you said it earlier, and I think you were spot on. 18-year-old kids playing for Brighton. Do you know what I mean? It's like
That's true.
a fully fit Brighton squad are challenging for the top 6. You know, easily. They play the best football in the league, pound for pound.
Do you still... You don't think
Probably
it's gone a little bit... Has he lost...
Oh, deflected wide. Anthony had a shot with the outside of his foot. He took a deflection off a Chelsea player, just squirmed wide.
What a mad game this is. That was going wide anyway.
Thiago Silva.
That was going wide
Yeah.
anyway.
You never know. He hit it with his outside of his foot, though, so he
He's
could
going to
have
have
bent.
some
No, it was
serious...
never
He better
going-
have the Predators on if he's going to bring
I was
that back
never
round.
bending in.
Yeah.
I'm getting those Predators soon.
You can't... Well, you're not a Predators, man.
Don't.
Well, I
I'm
am
gonna
now.
cancel my
I can
order.
be anything I want to be.
No, you're a Hummel.
I can be anything I
We
want to be.
established this the
I'm
other
going
day.
to cancel my order. Oh,
Look, he's doing it.
it's fucking handball, mate.
He's doing it.
He's
And I was
caught
doing
it.
it.
I think it was handball.
It looked front on to me. It didn't look like it caught anything.
It looked front on
Like, it
with
looked
his
like
hand,
like
yeah.
It hit his front on here.
The thing is, if your hand's there to protect your body, does that count as...
No, it looked like one of these ones.
I don't know why.
Oh, no.
Rubbish. He's trying. He throws that pass so much.
Fernandez, he
I
gives
always
the
want
ball
one of
away
these
so
situations
often.
where the other team goes and scores and then a penalty gets given, so their
Yeah.
gets ruled out.
Has that ever happened? Look, Fernandez,
I
come
know
on,
you had
find...
the full-time one against Brighton where the whistle went and then they...
Yeah.
But they brought it back.
Yeah.
Crazy, isn't it? That's a foul.
Have they checked
That's a
foul?
fucking
Have they checked
foul.
that? They're going to check it. They're checking it.
Are they?
But it's been 5
They
minutes
should have
of
checked
play.
it while the ball was in
Yeah,
play,
exactly.
though. Did you get it? No. It's not handball.
Now you've seen it again, you don't think it is?
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
You've changed your opinion at the wrong...
That is what it was anyway in the first place.
Oh, actually,
A bit of
actually,
consistency,
I didn't think
please.
I didn't think it was, and then I saw the second one. I was like, "Oh,
it's not been given, has it?
Just let the game flow, you dickheads. Look at this guy. He's a twat. Honestly.
To be fair, they've not given
He's
it.
trying to be
so.
star of the show.
It would have been harsh because his arm was down.
Yeah, it wasn't an unnatural position. Oh, Villa are all over us here. Look, dominating the game. You got like a back five going on. City are playing a back five against Aston Villa. They were in
No
the
way.
championship
Check
3
this
years
live
ago.
win
Villa away.
probability.
But
Chelsea have a
What does that
bigger
crap
probability
mean?
of winning
Oh,
than
what?
Man
They-
United,
they-
according to this.
according to some crap.
But how have they got that?
According to some crap, they've got Mystic Meg in the
I don't get how
dugout
they've
with
come up
Addy.
with that. 34%.
They got
say.
Mystic. It's bollocks, isn't it? Okay, I say that my oracle suggests that Chelsea are 84% likely to win it, and Manchester United at most will get a point. It's not absolute nonsense. How do they? Do you know what's going to happen? These divs on Twitter are going to start actually buying into that nonsense.
Yeah.
They're going to start going, actually, we've been beat, but the moral victory's ours because the oracle suggests that
we were more likely
yeah.
to win. Yeah.
When Chelsea were losing at home to Forest and losing at home to whoever else, people were going, oh, well, we had all the ball, and the XG suggests that we're going to win games soon.
XG's awful.
Well played, Sanchez. Excellent work.
How
I think
have we
a good
not
save for
scored
Sanchez.
here?
Just
How
puts
we-
your body
how
behind
are we
the ball.
drawing this
Dominating,
game,
man.
man?
Yeah, he's all over you. Imagine United with like a world-class player playing him at McTominay's position. Do you know what I mean? Like someone who could find the space like
Mate, I don't think McTominay's played badly. Imagine
No,
with a
he's not a
world-class
bad
centre
player.
forward.
Yeah, he is.
Imagine Ruvan Nistelrooy
Or
leading the line in
Fernandes
this
had,
team.
De
Ruvan
Bruyne
Nistelrooy leading the
next to
line in this
him. Yeah,
team.
yeah, yeah.
Suddenly everything's so different.
Yeah, but then you need to create chance for him. We don't do that.
I mean,
Yeah, but Højlund doesn't do enough.
We've
man.
seen Scott McTominay have an awful lot of chances today. We've seen Højlund have a couple of half chances. We've seen Fernandes miss a penalty.
No, I love revenge. But what I'm saying is we have to create more for Højlund as well.
Oh,
good
God,
challenge.
lucky.
Tackle by
Good
Maguire.
first touch.
Challenge
That
from,
did well, Maguire. Yeah,
Was that Maguire?
yeah, did really.
He's not been
Pass
bad
the ball.
today.
No, he's not been bad at all.
He hasn't had much
So-
to do, to be fair. That's a good
But
touch
what
by
he's had to
Anthony.
do, he's done.
Garnacho. What
He
is
just-
that?
that's
man?
fast
What is,
of
it's
it.
getting too easy. This is what I mean. We can attack all the time, so we're just messing up.
I think
Yeah, wasteful.
Garnacho's being a little bit. I think he's being a bit speculative. He's being a bit. I don't know,
Wasteful,
sort of
man.
trying to
He
entertain.
scored a bicycle kick and he's
Yeah,
everything.
his confidence is too high, maybe.
That's such a good pass there. Was that a Reguilon?
Oscar Bob's coming on. Come on. Let's beat these lot. They were in the championship a few years ago.
Like, what was that? Who was that for?
No, he's made a pig zero.
That was a shot, wasn't it?
I think he's just got
It's
it
a
all
half
wrong.
shot.
Ed.
It's one of those
I
half
think he's
shots.
just got it all wrong. Look at this. Look, invite. Are we good enough to play out? Cole Palmer so
He
deep.
is. He's the one.
Yeah, but
He
he's
can do
so
it quick.
deep. We need him
Oh,
here.
mate.
Now what?
Look at that ball from Caicedo, man.
He did really well
Rubbish.
there, Maguire again. You know I'm not a Maguire fan, but he did really well.
You know how we said in the first half, City had 2 shots. They've still only had 2 shots.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate and
Just take the point.
I don't hate anyone, but God, Anthony's crap.
Come on.
I think you're allowed to hate.
I don't know. I don't.
You're allowed
Hate's a
to.
strong word. My mum would tell me off.
Yeah.
Hate's a strong word, man.
What's the word you use then? How do I feel about Tony
I think
Mount?
he's crap.
That doesn't really do my feelings towards Tony Mount.
Like, because
justice.
if I hated someone, I wouldn't want them to do well. I actually want him to do well. He's just crap.
I don't want Tony Mount to do well.
Of course you don't. Yeah.
Will you join me? You know how we're like brothers when it comes to the anti-VAR society?
Yeah.
Will you join me in the anti
Well,
Tony
you have
Mount
to join him in his
society?
battle against Ramsdale's dad, though.
Yeah, no, I'll back you.
Tony Mount.
Yeah, we hate Tony Mount. No, we don't hate. We don't hate anyone.
We don't hate.
Yeah,
We don't
I strongly.
We strongly dislike.
We strongly dislike Tony Mount.
I've got nothing against the lad. He's just. The only thing against Mount, he's rubbish. He's just rubbish. He's not. He's not
Oh,
Done him
chill out.
again.
I mean, Reece
Chilwell
James
and
got
James.
put on the flow.
No, but what about Tony's behaviour? That's what upset me
good
more.
enough. What did he say again? Remind me.
Basically, a combination. I feel sorry for Mount to a degree, Mason. I think a combination of Todd Bowley and Mason Mount's dad has led to this situation. Like, I wanted him to stay, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't want Kai Havertz to stay. I wanted Mason Mount to
Of
stay.
course he did. Yeah, yeah.
But that's why I dislike Tony.
But you
Mount.
might not be in a worse position if he. I don't think he's that good.
Well,
I don't
Do
think
you not?
You got a load of money for him, 50 million quid, pure profit.
Mm. Do you not rate him at all, no?
I don't think he'd be starting these games because I think he want the physicality of Caicedo, Conor Gallagher when he's playing.
The pressing ability of
I
Mount.
know, but
Mason Mount's the best player. He was the best player in our team when we didn't have the ball.
Conor Gallagher's better, surely. In terms
He's
of
better
pure
now.
pressing.
I don't think he's
Yeah.
better. I don't think,
I'd rather Conor Gallagher press for me than Mount.
would you?
Conor
Yeah, I
Gallagher's
would,
not a
actually.
better player than Mount. He is now in form.
Yeah.
He's not better than Mount.
Conor Gallagher.
I don't know what Mount's good at, honestly. I'm not. Yeah, I don't know what he's good at. I don't know if he's got the
didn't get
power.
to
Do you
enough
think
of
he
it in the
starts?
Champions
Does he
League
start?
final.
Does he start for you?
Yeah,
when
that's
he's
a one-off
fit,
game. It's a one-off
Mount,
game.
in my opinion, yes.
Instead
But
of
managers,
Amrabat.
like instead of McTominay, instead of anyone.
Another corner.
Oh, Villa has scored! Leon Bailey! Leon Bailey!
Why are you selling? I thought you're a City fan.
I'm kind of celebrating. I can't help but enjoy when City don't win, but overall, this isn't good for me. Villa are amazing.
It
Thoughts,
was a matter
Buvey?
of time. It was a matter of time. They've been pressurising us the whole game. We're playing a back five with Oscar Bob up front. You know, it's just not good enough.
Unai
is it?
Emery's better than both.
You just
of
got
our managers,
excited to
you
see
know.
Oscar Bob, by the way.
Unai Emery's
I thought
better than
it'd be
both of our
decent
managers.
little substitution, but we need to rewatch this. I don't know what we're doing. We've got 5 at the back, you know, lads. It's ridiculous.
Massive deflection on a goal.
Oh, we're in a world of pain, City.
Oh
world of pain.
God, how much space has he got here?
That was clever by Reguilon, man.
Vardy gets
Yeah.
done. Look at this.
We're
Wow.
getting wasteful, man. Because it's like a
Deflection,
training
lucky deflect.
ground.
That's ridiculous.
Thing.
Pass. Look at that. Just hoofed it up in the air, Amrabat.
I think he went for Bruno and then got it totally
Just
wrong.
got it wrong.
Leon Bailey's shot here. Buvey deflected off Ruben.
Ruben Diaz had a shocker of a month already. Shocker of a month.
I can't believe the
Anthony,
chances
get
Manchester
off,
United
man.
are having.
Get off, scumbag. Can't stand it.
What was he slowing the game down to get up? Like,
He
not,
just shoots into row Z all the time, man.
who's just coming on?
Matson, is it?
Maatson.
Is it? Yeah, Matson, I think.
When all these players start developing, you got a mad squad, haven't you? Like young players.
Not good,
There's a lot
though.
of gambles in there, but
Not good.
no, you don't want to be in that
It's
That's the
position. But
assumption they all
You
stay at
want
Chelsea.
you want 28-year-olds.
yeah, you do. But look at
You
Cole
know-
Palmer coming through already.
Yeah,
You know,
you
look
can
at the
you can have
ceiling,
a, you can have
Go
a
on,
Cole
Slaven.
Palmer, but you can't have a Cole Palmer and Nicholas Jackson and Mudryk.
Yeah.
You
No,
know?
of course.
It's clever. by
Like you can have
Slaven.
one Garnacho, for example.
Go on!
It's got to be.
Yes! Diogo! Who's that? Scott! Scott again!
I'm telling you.
Fucking
he's always
hell.
slandering Scott McTominay. He's their best player.
He is. He finds so
How
much
many
space.
winners? How many winners has he hit for that club?
Yeah, it's crazy. Last few
Garnacho,
weeks.
excellent again, man.
How many points he got for
How many
United?
points?
Garnacho,
Is he responsible?
Yeah, he's good at doing this in the box, jumping on things.
Quite
But
good- it's
we
quite a
start
good
him in
thing to be- it's
midfield
quite a
where we
good thing
ask
to be
him
good
to
at, mate.
come and collect the ball off the goalkeeper and try and get it forward. He's not very good at that. He
Maybe
hides
that's
when
the
we're on the
problem,
not his
isn't it?
fault, though,
That's not
if
his
he's
fault.
being
You're
asked to
asking
Then
do
him
you've
that.
got to play him instead of Bruno.
it's
and you
Ten
don't,
Hag's
he's
fault.
not better than Bruno,
No.
so you don't play him.
No.
That's my point. He's
You,
not very
you know
good
when
in
you
the
talk
ball.
about his
Yeah, of
touches
course.
and that, he's had a fair few
But
today,
that's, bro,
and he's scoring.
okay, there was no offside there before that went, did it? Our stream's got
the
God.
crucial moment.
just as it was about to show us whether it was offside or not. It didn't look like there was any offsides to me. But VAR has proved me wrong before.
No, Adam, I don't think there's an issue with the goal.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's fine. Perfectly fine. Good header as well. Really good header. You just saw Jackson miss. I mean, we're all laughing and joking on the stream. Yeah, of course, we are for a reason. We're trying to live stream. But Jackson missed a header from 3 yards out. He's a professional footballer for one of the biggest clubs in the world. And we're laughing and joking. And it's like,
No, you're right.
standards have slipped for Chelsea and United. I think United have been average
United's
today.
goal's gone to VAR.
Has it?
4. Oh.
Is that yes? The Chelsea game's on over than the other telly now. Please.
I don't know what they're looking
What
at.
are they
here.
checking?
Who's Theo?
Look at the way he talks as well. He's a twat. I hate him.
Who? The ref?
Yeah, look at the way he talks to people. You just tell he's a twat. Oh. See, this delay, it ruins everything about the game.
What's being checked? If you usually feel if it's been this long, it's done, innit? It's not going to be a goal.
It's not a foul.
Oh, foul. They're looking for a foul.
Where's the foul?
No.
It's not a foul.
That's just
No.
that's so lightweight. That can't be.
Has the goal stood?
It has to stand.
Yes. If
Fuck.
they, you would have been mad if they
No, of
disallowed
course.
that.
No,
innit?
I mean, I would have been happy if they disallowed it, but it would have been ludicrous. It would have been.
The fact
it
that
would
they
have been
looked
ludicrous.
at that
Yeah,
though is
it's
weird.
ludicrous.
Because it was like it looked more like a slip by the defender.
Yeah.
Found some
Horrendous. Horrendous.
Absolutely. If
Villa back in the box.
If that had been ruled out, it would have been a complete and utter shambles.
Even the fact they checked it,
It's
it's
ludicrous
just
to
killed
even
the
check.
game,
Yeah,
it's killed the energy of the game.
Holes.
I got
Holes. Different area codes.
area code.
Oh, fuck me. Oh.
No, it would have been. Oh, you utter wanker!
McTominay, hat trick, hat trick.
He's gone for a throw-in. Up you get, big boy. You spannered it left.
Ollie Watkins in the box. Shot blocked. Douglas Luiz.
Look at this prick Sanchez.
We're getting smashed. I told you we'd lose. What did I say? Exactly, I predicted it.
Was McTominay
favourites.
going for
You
the
predicted
pass?
a 1-1, mate.
On Super 6. And then it changed as the stream went live. Things changed, yeah?
Did you inform anyone of that change?
Well, no, because I typed my Super 6 in and I pressed confirm.
No, but the people that you're on the show with that talk
I did
about
it-
football
yeah,
and make
on the
predictions
stream
for a living.
with you two.
Did you
You
let us
said a
know?
draw.
Yeah, on the stream, I said right at the start of the stream, we're not
No,
favourites
you
to
said
win
a
the game.
draw.
Did I-
No, that's
I did.
not you being not being favourites doesn't mean you think it.
No, I said we are not favourites to win this game.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean
because
that you
they're
think you
fantastic
won't win the
side.
game.
They're European
Chelsea are
champions.
favourites going to Old Trafford, but I thought we'd win.
Villa are a massive club, except for the time they're in the Championship a few years ago. Apart from that, where they're getting battered in the Championship week in, week out, with John Terry in the dugout. Apart from that, they are a massive institution.
Didn't they come up with John Terry in the dugout?
Yeah.
Mate?
No, they didn't. He left.
They did.
No, he didn't.
No, he did. He was
He
assistant.
did, you
No, he
idiot.
didn't.
He was assistant
They
to
love him
Dean
there.
Smith.
He came up with John Terry.
They got to the playoff final and
He
they
was
got
assistant to
smashed
Dean
in the
Smith.
playoff
No,
final.
they did when they played.
came
They
up-
They lost
crying.
against Fulham when he played.
John Terry was
That's
crying
when
at
he was
Wembley.
playing, you fool.
No.
He came up with Villa.
He was the assistant
Oh, was
manager.
the assistant coach? Yeah.
With Dean Smith in it.
Dean Smith and all that. A fantastic period of
Tammy
They were in the
Abraham,
Championship.
wasn't it?
They were
It was Tammy
Double.
Yeah, they were in the Championship though.
I'm so tired.
It's going to be dead.
I'm so tired.
Do you want some energy?
What you got?
Yeah.
What you got for me? Mate, not on stream.
Look at that. There you go.
I'm not eating that nonsense. Children's. Children's.
Can me and Buvey feed you?
No. I don't.
There you go, mate. You can have that. if you
Different
want.
I'll
show.
save
that,
that
innit?
for tomorrow. That stupid thing. I'm not eating that. That can get out of it.
Can we
That
can we
get
not
out
get
of
some
town.
Christmas decorations in here?
Yeah,
What's going
festive-
on, man?
festive up the
Where's
gaff.
our Christmas tree?
Yeah,
These
Merry
lads don't even-
Christmas, let's
Reece
all
James-
together.
Reece James-
We can watch the snow
was
fall
rubbish,
forever
man.
and ever.
That was rubbish.
What's your favourite Christmas song?
Hold on, what kind of bullshit rules are these? You heard that, guys?
What? What did he say?
No!
Garnacho's in. Oh, he's missed.
Oh, how's he missed
Reece
that?
James was excellent there. Is that Reece
How have you
James?
missed that? What are the rules?
Apparently, we're only allowed to have it for our Christmas show.
Oh, we've got a Christmas show coming out. It's very, very special. It will be in the week of the 18th.
No, it'll be on Christmas
Christmas
Day.
Day,
You
you-
idiot.
yeah.
Christmas special,
Christmas
the week
Day
of
is the
18th.
25th, isn't it? But we're filming it the week before. But make sure you subscribe so you find that beautiful little episode out and you can watch it with your family while you're eating Christmas turkey.
Well done. Well
And-
done,
and
Boo.
put in a cracker.
Rescued it there. How many subscribers do we want by January the 19th?
200,000.
200,000.
Let's just say 200,000.
Let's just say
Go on.
200,000.
Oh, we got some special guests. Some of the biggest names in the football industry.
Mudryk, oh my God, what are you doing? The first touch just takes it straight into Amrabat's path. He is twice the pace. He has twice the pace to utilise, and he's got all the freedom of Old Trafford to run into. He could burn Amrabat up. He just touches the ball straight into Amrabat's path, gives him the ball. Yeah. When Amrabat is lining up with Mudryk, he's panic-stricken, right? Because he goes, this geezer's double rapid. Mudryk just gives him the ball. He's an absolute woeful footballer.
Yeah.
And now we're getting beat at Old Trafford. And still nobody will say one thing about Pochettino, one thing about Enzo Fernandez, one thing about Mudryk, one thing about Todd Bowley. You won't see it anywhere.
You were talking the other day about Enzo particularly, and I was shocked by it because I see less of Chelsea than you. But when I do...
Don't do anything, Ad. Don't do anything. Nothing happens with him. Like, he scored those 2 goals the other day, but up until that point, he'd been at the club for a year, 1 goal and assist. So now he's been at the club for a year. They've been 3 goals, 1 assist. So well, 3 goals, in fact, only. You're just like he doesn't do anything. Like, but apparently,
just devil's advocate, is it his job to score goals from?
No, he's meant to influence games.
He's got to take the side up the pitch, isn't he?
He's meant to drag Chelsea to victory. He's meant to be the dominant force. He's the World Cup winner. He's a midfielder. He's wearing the iconic
Who could
number
Pochettino
8.
have played without? If it wasn't him today, who would he have played instead? I'm just. That's the only thing.
There isn't anyone better than him.
The squad is not equipped for what Pochettino wants to do right now.
Get off and never play again, man.
He's staying on. He's
been told to come off quicker.
Just get off.
Pochettino told him now, get off that way.
Just get off that way. Get off that way.
Anthony Mudryk get on a
Is it Brozier coming on?
Brozier, yeah.
I'm on to Brozier, yeah.
He's not a bad little player to come on.
He's a nuisance. He'll give Maguire a real torrid time.
Yeah.
Get it up to it. You know, he's not a pretty footballer. He's not a delicate
footballer. I've
footballer.
noticed as well, Serge Reguilon here. I imagine a lot of fullbacks have this issue, but he doesn't like Raheem Sterling, and you can tell.
Doesn't like playing.
Like he doesn't like playing against him, and you can tell.
Yeah.
So whenever he keeps calling his Garnacho back to help him.
Yeah.
So if you
that's well played.
Yeah, it is. But what I'm saying is, if you can get Raheem Sterling on Reguilon, who's actually been quite an attacking threat for us.
Yeah, but that's intelligent from Reguilon.
Yeah.
Recognise your limitations and make sure that the defender in front does his fair share of the responsibility.
And here's Reguilon now.
Like good players will always do that.
We've got super chat. Got to read it out.
William would always like make sure he helps out his fullback. Pedro would always make sure he helps out his fullback.
Ben Townsley, I assume this is directed at me. He says McTominay is so much better than Matt. If he was English, you'd rate him so much more than Mason Matt. Bro,
Adam's got no bite. I've got to interrupt here.
Go on.
I guarantee you, some of what you said may be true, but there is absolutely no English bias from Adam McKola.
Thank you very much.
Adam, over to you.
No, you've done it.
Is that there's absolutely not.
England never enters my mind.
Yeah, there's absolutely no England.
And
bias.
also, Scott McTominay plays at centre back for Scotland because there's better midfielders at Scotland. Don't make me dig him out when he's just scored 2 goals. Please. See, this is what happens.
Yeah.
They're trying to drag me out.
This is the first time Unai Emery's ever beaten Guardiola.
It's not beating him
It's
yet.
not over though.
He's beating us right now.
But you know what you're doing. He's not
over.
beating him yet.
What do you mean? I'm just trying to commentate.
We know what you're doing.
You mean?
I think it's the first time he's ever beaten Guardiola.
He's not beating
in a
him.
league game.
No, wait, beating.
Oh,
so he's never been in the lead before.
Surely he's been in the lead before.
Yeah, in the league.
Villarreal,
I didn't say that, did I? I said
you said
beaten. Beaten.
Yeah, but they haven't beaten them.
Yeah, but it's 7 minutes away from that.
Yeah, well, it's probably closer to 15. But
yeah, the way it's going, yeah. There's not been many stops in the Villa
Leon
City
Bailey,
game.
the goal scorer, has gone off.
He was good today, actually.
It's so annoying that this performance has happened. Like, Old Trafford is such a place to go and win these days. Like, Manchester United is such a beatable team at the moment.
Yeah.
And
especially with the new, like this being your first season on the pot, it felt like surely you.
We're so poor.
I mean, it's not over
honestly.
yet.
We get a 3-2 win against Brighton C team, and like people start going, "See, we were right." Enzo Fernandez, see, so poxy, so bad.
Newcastle away was rubbish.
Battered.
Awful,
Newcastle away, battered.
Yeah, awful. And now this.
Go on.
I don't think you've been bad, but you've not managed the game very well.
They're not good though.
Yeah, exactly. You've not managed their weaknesses.
Galatasaray have gone on one there.
Oh, play Ghana. Judge that.
Oh,
properly.
mate, look at these idiots, man.
Oh!
Who's won at Old Trafford so far this season?
Palace.
Okay, that's fine.
Wolves should have. Sheffield United.
No, but who has though?
We haven't played Sheffield United. Though.
Sheffield United, haven't they? Oh! Garnacho's missed a sitter.
Why are you making me feel like this in a festive season? You know how much I love Christmas.
Yeah.
Like I'm so in the Christmas zone. I love Christmas. Yeah, I decorate. I've got the tree. Tomorrow's National Christmas Jumper Day. I've got my Christmas jumper already. I'm so up for Christmas. And then Mudryk and Pochettino and Enzo Fernandez and Nicholas Jackson. They make me feel like this. I don't deserve this. I want to be singing Shane McGowan songs. I don't deserve this.
Yeah. You don't deserve it, mate.
Is he from Westlife?
No, Shane McGowan Pogues, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Passed away, didn't he, recently?
Yeah. He is the best representation of like London.
Fairy Tale of New York, one of the
This
greatest,
best.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Have you seen that video?
You were handsome, you were pretty, Queen of New York
Have you seen
City.
the video in Ireland where someone CCTV saw two drunks just singing it at night?
No.
And it's so good.
Is
Like,
it?
They just stood there singing
Really?
drunk and someone's
That'd be me. That'd be me Christmas Day. When the band finished playing, they held out for more. Sinatra was singing and the drunks they
So
were
is that your favourite
swinging.
Christmas song?
Yeah. Yeah, I love Shane McGowan anyway. Shane McGowan is the perfect representation of me. Like, totally embraced London, loved London, proper working class Londoner with an Irish background. Like, Irish. Like, lived in the Barbican, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
lived in the
Did he?
Barbican.
Now, the
Yeah, lived in
Pogues
the
are
Barbican.
big.
Lived,
That's
you know,
cool.
the proper Barbican Tower.
Of course, yeah. Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, he lived in the Barbican. And he's so representative of London. Like, love London pubs.
Yeah.
Like, London culture. You know, like, just
Yeah.
fucking love the bloke.
That's quality.
Such a shame. Such a, like, you know, sometimes when people die who you don't know and they hit you.
Yeah.
Tony Soprano was one.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Shane McGowan would be another.
Gandolfini.
Yeah. Shane McGowan would be another.
Yeah. 10 minutes ago, Man
It's
United,
so
Chelsea.
crap. It's so pointless. Put a different
And
game on
4
the telly.
minutes
There's
to
no
go.
point in watching this nonsense.
We got
Like, Chelsea
both on
can't win. Like, Chelsea do not have the attitude or the application or even the desire to win. And it's not like we can do anything. Like, where's the tactical nous? Do you know what I mean? Like what's Pochettino doing? Why? Drives me mad because I don't feel like anyone actually explores it. I don't feel like conversations are happening. I think we do.
Yeah.
I think we do. I think people, I don't know, Tom Garrett will probably give a really good analysis of this.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, people, whoever's writing in the Standard about this game will not be asking the right questions. And therefore, it doesn't become
Raheem
an
Sterling,
actual conversation.
Chelsea on the break here.
Even if Chelsea win this game now, it's
Good
toxic.
play by Diogo Dalot. He's given away a free kick, but I think it was good considering the break.
Yeah, it's a clever foul, isn't it? It's Guardiola
Look at
foul.
him, dickhead.
He hates refs.
Awful ref.
He hates refs.
Look at his face.
No, I hate refs as
He
well.
hates refs.
I've gone
This guy's bad.
that far with it.
I hate United. I don't want United to celebrate goals, but the way he took that moment away from them for no reason, I thought was pathetic, man.
What, checking that foul? Yeah, there was nothing in it.
Giving
was there?
3
You
minutes
got-
away. You
just-
sat there in
just
the fan.
Defend that person that you're seeing on the screen. He was informed that by someone in his ear.
No,
it's not
no,
like
no.
he's gone.
But he's got to take responsibility, though.
Just say no. There's nothing wrong.
He's,
You know
he's
how
nowhere
I'm
near
here
and not
ref
I
seen
can
it.
use
see it
VAR
there. There's no
one.
foul. It's
If
as
I-
far as that.
If I
as far
just
as
like
that.
push you now, he doesn't need to. He's seen it.
Jack,
He's
did
seen it
someone get
happen.
pushed over there,
Yeah,
mate?
exactly.
No, fucking man up,
Yeah.
man. Fucking just
Take some
get on with the
responsibility.
game,
Take some
you
responsibility.
twats.
He's right.
loser refs, man.
Well,
Killing the sport.
You've had a good stream today.
Yeah, thank you too, mate.
You've had a good stream.
Thank you, bro.
Raheem Sterling here scored a free kick at St James's Park the other week. Oh, he's moved away from this one.
It's a long
Got
way out,
Enzo,
isn't it?
Reece James.
Give it Thiago Silva,
just hit
Alex.
the target.
Give it an Alex free kick.
Alex Rodrigo Diaz da Costa. He's from Brazil. He played alongside Terry, and he's just as fucking.
Was he underrated?
Give him the ball outside the box. He scored from 30 yards.
He's tried it actually.
Played, lads. Go on, Ghana. Get that away to Hoyland, son. Play Ghana. Alejandro.
Lady Gaga on the terraces is the dream.
These guys are rubbish, man. They're both
That's
rubbish.
a tune as well. That's up there with Just Dance for the best Lady Gaga.
Hoyland's
songs.
coming off for Marcus
That's produced by
Rashford.
Akon.
It'll be okay. Was it?
He
Akon signed her.
found Lady Gaga.
Yeah, he signed her early.
Signed it early.
He's
He
a
would have made a
genius,
lot
man.
of money.
He's a
from that.
genius.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he makes more money off Lady Gaga's tunes than his own.
No, mate.
I don't think he owns her
That
anymore.
one. Notice you.
No.
Noticing me.
But Lady Gaga's music
From
is
across
more-
the room, I can see you. And
Yeah.
Like, there's people that bump Lady Gaga every day.
yeah.
I've never met
I
someone
don't
that
mi-
bumps Akon every day.
I listen to it every day.
I
You
don't.
listen to
I don't
Akon's
mind a bit.
Trouble
I
album
listen to
every day.
right now, every day.
Right now,
Nah.
What's yeah?
Hey, love right now.
I wanna be loved right now.
What was that in my ear?
Oh, I love
What
it.
else is
I love that I said to Akon, you're going to get smashed by England, right? And it happened.
Oh, you're right.
And he was sat somewhere in Senegal watching that, and they got smashed.
You know, it'd have been funny if he went, I'm not even from Senegal.
Yeah, he's actually he loves his football.
What are you talking
I
about?
had to do the research for the video I was doing with him, and he loves his football. He's going on about Mane and all that, and obviously got injured before the game. But he loves his football. I think he's a United fan.
He does a lot of like huge charitable things.
Yeah,
You
he's
see what
amazing.
Akon does out there.
He's got
Where he
Bitcoin
gave,
City
like,
going on.
light
hasn't
to everyone out there, like
Yeah, he's a
electricity, like,
legend, man.
all over the place and that. What a guy, bruv.
he? God.
Just give me the
Oh,
light.
rubbish. 150 mil for that, Rory. That's quality.
This game
Should
ain't
I
over
be a
yet.
selector?
There's another goal coming here, by the way. I'm going to be in.
If this is a 2-2 draw, what a
Desmond.
waste.
It's a Desmond.
United should be able to see us out. Chelsea in the box.
We've got a super chat, which we're going to address shortly once this attack.
Restream.
Yes! What are you doing in there?
Why is Enzo let it go?
Pirouetting like a ballet dancer. Stick your head on it. Come on.
Ball in.
Yes, yes. What are you doing in there?
Enzo
Get
for
in.
his legs.
2 sitters, bro. Is Enzo number 8? Who's number 8?
Yeah, Enzo Fernandez. It's a travesty that
Going
he's wearing
through
Frank
him.
Lampard's number. Oh!
What was that?
You've
man?
got to try
Look,
and
Cole
hit
Palmer's
that.
furious.
What was he doing?
And then what
You
happens
do
here?
that at 4-0 up,
Ball
not
comes in.
2-1 down.
He
That's
missed
the
that
corner.
as well.
That's the corner now.
He
Should be a
missed it.
corner.
He just didn't make contact.
Got to go kick. But see, why can't... No, listen,
Pochettino had the just for men on.
why can't VAR go...
Oh, yeah, it's dying
why
as
can't
fuck.
VAR quickly go, yo, that's a corner?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no,
Tell me-
no,
Yes,
I know.
they make it up as they
Just
go
fair
along to
shit,
ruin the
bruv.
sport.
Like, that would be the fairest thing about it. Like
They make
yo,
it up
bruv,
as they go along.
It's about to take a goal kick, but it's a corner.
Yeah, yeah.
Just so you know. Bloody hell.
I'm going to sleep for 12 hours.
We're into the last 3 minutes. Can you pay attention to that
even
Villa
more.
City
Yeah.
game, please,
Even more.
Booth?
I'm going to go to sleep for 15 hours like a toddler. I'm so tired. Why don't you care? Why are nobody talking to me?
I'm just letting you talk.
Why is
I
nobody
like it.
talking to me?
I like the just Rory monologues.
I'm so tired. It's unbelievable.
What have you done
Wine
today?
makes me sleepy.
Why
as
are
well.
you so tired?
Because I went out last night and I drank too much. Beautiful new pub opened. New pub in the West End. Can you believe it? They haven't just made flats there. It's unbelievable.
That's incredible.
Brand new pub.
Is it?
They got, and do you know
Where
what?
in
It's
the
such
West
an,
End?
such an upgrade. Do you know where that stupid Jamie's Italian crap, that Jamie Oliver prick?
Yeah.
He had a restaurant and it's no longer
They
there,
all
which is
got
obviously an
bust, didn't
upgrade
they?
on the West End.
Yeah.
Jamie's Italians
that's-
get locked down everywhere.
Good. Good.
There's only one left, isn't there?
Well, anyway, the one from the West End is gone, and they've put it back to the pub. And it used to be a pub called the Devonshire.
Is it
and
still
they
the
put it back-
building? Is it an old pub
It's
building?
an old pub building, and it's beautiful.
Are they all protected?
Yeah, pubs. You can't. You've got. What happens is though, these greedy, horrible developers, they run the pubs into the ground, and then they say,
And then they turn
They
it
say,
into a
"Well,"
Weatherspoon.
and well, no, they run it into a pub. They run it into the ground, and they say it doesn't work as a business. We've tried. They leave it for 10
Yeah.
years, gets derelict. They don't open on time. They ruin the pub, and then they sell it off for flats. And they
Wow.
yeah, it's terrible. It's a
Sad.
disgrace. Yeah.
I actually think Anthony's been very good there.
So
Not very
and
good.
McTominay.
Very
In comparison to, obviously, I'm bearing
have
in mind
played
the
well.
opposition haven't been great.
They have played.
good. Well, yeah, good.
They have played.
Very
I mean,
good.
you're being very
Yeah, but it's
anal here
it's
over
important,
the-
isn't it?
You're splitting hairs over
not
good
splitting.
and
Yeah,
Oh, this
great tackle, Bruno.
It really was.
Oh, 2 minutes left for City.
Look, Man United, surely now they just look after the ball, take it into the corner.
Rubbish,
Yeah, he's doing the
man.
right thing. Just ran it out of play. He literally just.
That's his usual first.
That was amazing. Watch what he does here. He does something incredibly weird, Scott McTominay. He just runs it out of play. He doesn't. It's fantastic from Bruno Fernandes there. Excellent tackle.
Good tackle
That's
there.
who you want wearing. Yeah.
He's got that. He's got that about him, Fernandes. Like he's got that that perfectly timed challenge. He can be very physical, can't he?
But he's very prone to, I ain't getting this ball, but boom.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I enjoy that a lot. But you know when you're trying to build some momentum in a game, or you just want to win
Yeah,
the ball
yeah,
back,
yeah.
and it's like very
Petulant,
You're
yeah.
giving them the ball back, and now
yeah, it takes another minute. Yeah.
But I'm like that as a footballer.
Look,
I
in
get
the
very,
88th
like,
minute, we've
"Oh,
got
I'm
a
just
free
gonna
kick.
boot someone."
88th minute, we've got a free kick, and we're like knocking it about our own penalty area.
I think there'll be a lot of added time added here. And there's another goal coming in this Chelsea game. So if you're watching this game with us, guys, stay tuned to the very end, because I feel like my heart's about to get broken, you know. I really do.
I don't think so.
No, you're
Surely
fine.
you
mate,
could
you're
header
fine.
that back to the...
We
You're
don't
fine.
have
These
anything
guys are
about us,
rubbish.
lad. We don't like for your heart to be broken. You have to have seen a semblance of a team in Chelsea. You have to have seen a semblance
No,
of
if
a
you
side with
score-
heart and fight. What have you
bro.
seen to suggest that Chelsea can do that? James is so crap. He's so. Do you know some players? They don't ever. It's never spoken about. It's never
He's not
spoken.
crap,
He's crap.
James.
He's been crap for a year.
Is
then.
it not fair to say
He's been crap for a year.
his surroundings haven't helped him, and nor of his injuries? But he's actually a very good
He wears
player.
a captain's armband.
Did he not get that too soon, though?
Yeah, way too soon.
And isn't that a sign
But
of
when
the
you get it-
situation
He's a good player.
he's
He's a
in?
good player,
The
Roy.
fact that he's been
It's
given
the
it,
mate.
isn't that a sign?
I'm telling you, he's not been playing well at all. It's not like he's
No,
not.
we agree with
and
you.
no, and he
But
hasn't. And okay, when also he's always injured. He's always injured.
that-
he's
that-
never ever available. Like he misses more games than he plays. He's the type of geezer
It's
who's
over
available.
at Villa
he's
Park,
available for
Buvey.
15 games a season.
Buvey?
Yeah, we've lost to Villa. What can I say? Fair play to them, and it opens the Premier League title race up. It's now a reality that City are losing games of football as well as drawing them. The draws to Liverpool, losing points to Arsenal, rubbish. Now losing to Villa, that's a real big moment in the title.
Villa go ahead of you in the league table, by the way.
Yeah,
2 points clear of you. You're now
it's
fourth
December.
on 30 points. If Spurs win their game in hand, they're level on points with you.
Yeah, we've been rubbish. I've been saying it for months.
So
Cole,
there's
come on,
that.
son. Do you know what though? What a week for
Arsenal.
What a couple. What 24 hours for Arsenal?
Ball! Oh,
It's hit the post. Bro just hit the
Brozier.
post. Arsenal are 6 points clear of them. Liverpool are 4 points clear of them. And Villa are 2 points clear of Manchester
Arteta
City.
will be in dreamland, especially that last minute winner for Arsenal. Dreamland. And Liverpool won today. Oh.
And look, this game isn't over. And I'm not saying this to make us look good. I'm saying this about how bad City have been. Considering the season we've had and how abysmal we've been, if we hold on to this, we're 3 points behind City.
Yeah, it's true.
Like,
That's true.
it's mental.
That's true. I think it says more about the league. I think anyone can beat anyone in the top half of the table.
4 minutes to go in the Chelsea game. Added on.
Sorry,
Booth.
no, I'm just saying. I think anyone in the top 10 can beat anyone. Villa have beaten Man City.
What was the Lionel doing to Cole Palmer then?
He doesn't have to take it from where it is. He doesn't know the rule. You take it from behind the line. It doesn't matter where you take it from.
That's a foul throw.
Why is the ref touching him as well?
Well done, Brojo.
See, this is what I knew would happen. We'd miss
Go
our
on, get the
chances.
Oh, it's a mad league. It's a mad league. Anyone could beat anyone in the top 10.
Free kick to United. Manchester City is a stat for you both. Out of their last 9 games, Manchester City have only won 3.
Yeah, we're rubbish. We are rubbish.
Can you just react to that a bit more? I know you're disappointed at the result. I know you got it, but just talk to us. How are City fans feeling now? How's Buvey feeling right now?
I'm feeling that I think the lads are very deflated. I think the lads are low on energy based on what happened in winning the treble, of course. I think we've been good at the start of the season. I think we started really well, free-flowing. But I think a lot of these players are running on reserve battery tanks. The big criticism would be the signings of Mateus Nunes, the signing of Calvin Phillips the year prior. These guys have not... I think Kovacic, yeah, but the injuries... Nunes has been fit a lot, and Calvin Phillips has been fit this season. That's nearly 100 million quid's worth of talent that can't influence a squad that's been depleted with Gundogan leaving, Riyad Mahrez, Cole Palmer leaving. So we've depleted the squad, and the players that come in have not been good enough. Vardy has been. Say,
out of anybody that should not be complaining about the squad, it's City. Is that fair?
No.
Or have you allowed it to get to a position where actually it is an issue now?
We've done streams together watching City games. You look at the bench, we've got 3 keepers, we've got Oscar Bob on the bench. We used to have Cole Palmer last season. A lot of the players we've signed are very expensive. We've got one of the most expensive squads in world football. It's comparable to other sides in the league. It's not beyond the joke. We don't have enough numbers of a similar quality, and we've lost 2 in their prime. We have Mahrez and Ilkay Gundogan.
Oh my God, Rory's just laughing there because Chelsea are trying to play out from the back. United are pressing them. There's 1 minute and a half to go. They need to score, and Thiago Silva has just hoofed the ball out. We're seeing Broja's, and Anish maybe would have, I think, saves that.
I mean, it's never going in either. It's not
He
one
should
of
have
those.
gone
one of them
across
outside of the
the
post
face of
rather
goal,
than-
shouldn't he?
I mean, how have we had the ball at our feet and suddenly Manchester United have a throw in?
Why are we launching?
in the most effective? I don't think you will. Surely this goes to Rashford's feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rashford's got some minutes.
My Lord.
These guys are like, can't keep the ball.
Played Reguilon. Reguilon's done all right since.
And well, Amrabat there as well. God, look, just fight.
Strength. Look at the strength.
That's a free kick, isn't it? Surely.
37 seconds to go. 37 seconds.
Yellow card.
Have a day off. You're fed.
That's a yellow card for Reguilon for time wasting.
We've got 21 seconds to go now for real. God, I've got a horrible feeling here, boys.
With how bad United are, Chelsea haven't done enough in the last 20 minutes.
Mikey feeling here.
We haven't really had a chance. Like,
No.
we
Why
can't.
have you dived there?
Oh.
Why have you gone down holding your face, bruv?
Who?
Someone, Reece James ran past someone and they've gone, whoever that was, Reguilon.
Reguilon.
You're a fullback. Get up and go chase him.
Can't-
This is
Palmer on
probably
the
the
ball
last
now.
attack now. 94 minutes are up. Chelsea have the ball in United's final third.
It's so slow as well. Lack of urgency.
I think Chelsea are just looking to try and get this into a
No,
position
it's
where
so
they can swing it.
predictable.
He's got it though.
Reguilon,
it was a corner.
for Chelsea.
Like Nicholas Jackson could have dummied the run there. You know, like
it was way too
Like he could have turned inside.
This is the moment. This
This is it. It all comes down to this. Get the keeper up there. Just go for it.
This is what my life has come to now. This is a goal, isn't it?
Please.
This goes in. Oh my days. Corner for Chelsea.
Come on, delivery now. Delivery.
Got to beat the first man.
It's got to be a good delivery.
Come on.
You know, we've got a lot of height in there.
Ball in.
Delivery.
Played.
Oh, it's a rubbish ball.
Yes.
Caicedo.
Yes.
Rubbish corner.
Well done, Red. Unlucky, bro.
Useless.
Yes.
Absolutely useless.
Go on, Ten Hag. Well done, Scotty. Manchester United have won 2-1. Big performance from Scott McTominay. Big performance from Anthony today. Both been under pressure. Both highly criticised by me, in particularly as well. And both stepped up with a big performance today. Eric Ten Hag gets a result that he massively, massively needed. And interestingly, Manchester United are 3 points off Manchester City, which is... It sounds mental to say, bro.
Talk about your own club, and you've been
mental.
fantastic. You've been
I can't believe
fantastic.
that is quite significant. But
Yeah, I think it's a comment on the top of the top 10 of the league. We talked about it halfway through the stream. Everyone can beat everyone. Liverpool have beaten the Newcastles of the world. Newcastle can beat United. City beat United. Arsenal can beat City.
When you think
everyone
about
can
the
beat
start
everyone.
that City had, didn't you win 7 in a row?
Yeah, we've not been good enough, but I do think there's a lot of quality in this side. Villa have got hundreds of millions in the bank. Newcastle, loads of others.
My dad just sent me his bet slip, which was United 2-1 at 8-1. So well done, Dad.
Good money in the bank there. That's good money.
He did as well. He had it on his Super 6 as well. Remember, you could use Super 6. The link is in the description below. Download the app. Get involved. We're going to check out our scores in a minute. Buvey, if you could just wrap up your thoughts on the title race, on this Christmas period, 30 seconds to a minute, look down the camera and make your excuses.
There's no excuses. I think Arsenal are absolutely electric. They're going to win the Premier League title. They beat in Luton Town. They scraped over the line because they're going to win the Premier League. That's how it is. And Liverpool are there as well. They've won tonight as well. City have got a lot of issues in the squad. It's a very expensive squad, but we have issues. That is the reality. We might need a signing or two in January. So yeah, I think it's a 3-horse race. I think there's 10 sides that could all get in the top 5 after that. So yeah, let us know in the comments down below. Maybe your top 5 predictions, because I think it's very, very open.
I mean, I don't know if where do you think Chelsea finish in the league? Genuinely, no, not a joke. But
You could
where
go.
do
You could
honestly...
go on a run and come 6th, 7th,
Cards on the table. Where do you believe Chelsea will finish in the league?
8th.
Do you really, Adam?
Let me tell you who I think you'll finish behind to work that out. Obviously, you finish behind the current top 4. I think you finish behind Spurs, United, Newcastle, Brighton.
Brighton, yeah.
I think you finish 9th or 10th because West Ham, I can't tell.
Yeah, but West Ham could easily.
West Ham could easily
Do you know
finish
what I
above them. But are West Ham in Europe this season?
Yeah, yeah.
of course.
They
Yeah,
are.
in
So
Europa
that could
League,
impact their campaign.
They're 2 points ahead of Chelsea. And
So
they
9th
played,
or 10th, Raw?
they're 2 points ahead of Chelsea and they've got 1 game in hand. If they win that, they're 5 points clear of Chelsea.
I think he's now got to the stage where we're perfectly capable of not finishing as a top half club. Like, I don't think we're a top half club, because do you know what this result is?
So that would mean Brentford
Brentford,
finishing above
they're
you.
there.
It would mean
Fulham are back to best.
it would mean somebody finds a little bit of rhythm down there and Chelsea capitulate. I don't think it's extreme, is it?
Your
I don't
next
think
fixture, by the way, Everton away,
yeah, we get beat.
Sheffield United at home,
We win.
and that will kind of give them some respite for a little bit.
Keep it
do you know
turning.
what
Keep it
I
You got
think?
Newcastle in the cup, Wolves
Lose
away,
that. Lose that.
Palace at home,
Beat them.
Luton away.
Lose them.
See, you know what? Your fixtures around Christmas are quite favourable, to be fair, to get a good run going.
They're not, though, because we've already lost to the likes of Brentford and Nottingham Forest this season. Like, there isn't really favourable. In fact, if anything, we perform in our bigger games. In theory, that's the ridiculous narrative that's spun. Like, do you know what? If I didn't feel like this already, which I think I did, but if I didn't feel like this already, do you know what that result at Old Trafford has done? It has just proved that this season is completely over. Like, we are a shell of a team, and people don't want to ask the right questions. There's literally no conversation about Mauricio Pochettino. Again, Chelsea have been beaten, right? Well beaten by a distinctly average Manchester United team. A Manchester United team that were there for the taking. They're not a very good side. They're a little bit all over the place. There's borderline crisis going on. Terrible things going on at the club.
Yeah.
The club banning journalists. Whether you think that's good or bad, it's bad publicity for the club. The club's not in a good place. We've seen that they're beatable in the Premier League. We've seen that they're beatable in Europe, and we've seen that there's a vulnerability to them. Chelsea could and should have gone into that game and taken the game to them, but we didn't.
Yeah.
Chelsea's season is over. Like, whatever, you know, after the internet, when we had that 4-4 draw with you, Booth, I kind of went, oh, we beat Tottenham the week before. We've had that draw with you. There's something going on here. There's a chance, if we get it right, we could potentially finish in the top 5, maybe dream of Europe, maybe a cup, maybe a day out of Wembley. Like there's a chance it could still be all right. And it was all nonsense. We have so many players who just aren't good enough. There's about 8 players on the pitch today that are officially useless.
Yeah.
Like useless.
Yeah.
Like Nicholas Jackson is a championship player.
Yeah.
He's a championship player leading the line for a team that spent £1 billion.
Yeah.
Like this is a catastrophe. But people won't talk about that. People won't talk about Enzo Fernandez being totally useless. People won't talk about the Todd Bowley project being a complete and utter travesty to football.
Yeah.
People won't talk about the form of Reece James. People go, Enzo Fernandez, brilliant player, he won the World Cup. All right. I've watched him for a year. I've seen nothing to suggest that he's a good player.
Mm-hmm.
You tell me he won the World Cup. Reece James, everyone go, England's best fullback.
Yeah.
He hadn't had a good game for a year.
Yeah.
Nobody talks about it. Mauricio Pochettino, abysmal. A bit like, what's he done since he's come in? What's better that we've seen with this Chelsea team? What's better than this Chelsea team to the Potter Chelsea team? What's better? Like, what have we seen?
Was this a situation? I know, like, when you spend so much money, you kind of look at the situation and you go, we've got so many good players, it should be great. But weren't there kind of an expectation that it was going to be up and down?
No, I don't think we have got that many good players, and I don't think it was supposed to be great.
Okay,
I think
was there an expectation that with the squad being so bloated and so many new players that come in, that it was going to take some time for the managers?
I thought it would be a trying season.
So
but by that, I meant 6th.
Okay.
I meant top 6, top 7. You qualify for Europe and win a cup.
Like the Premier League's changed now. We've seen Aston Villa are an incredible side.
Qualify for Europe. Qualify for Europe and win a cup was my take. I thought we were capable of qualifying for Europe, win a cup, and do you know what? Go to Old Trafford and lose. Fine. Go to Old Trafford and lose. Old Trafford, historic ground, difficult to win. 70,000 fans, 90,000, whatever it is. It's difficult. But take the game to Manchester United.
Yeah.
Deserve the win.
Yeah.
Like, be a competitor. Don't be outdone, outfought. Like, who won their individual battle? Did Pochettino beat Ten Hag?
Yeah,
no. Okay. Did Reece James beat Garnacho? No. Did Nicholas Jackson beat Harry Maguire? No.
Palmer's the one that beat his man.
Yeah.
Pulled away from people, pulled strings.
Yeah. Did anyone win their opposite? Like who's the best midfielder on the pitch? Was it Enzo Fernandez or was it Bruno Fernandes or was it Scott McTominay? Like
it would concern me about the lack of control. You weren't able to knock the ball around, keep it flat, keep it a little bit simple. Man United have got the impetus. They're at home. They got to be exciting in front of their fans. You've got to be a little bit more boring, a bit more dry, pragmatic, and you weren't today. That would concern me. 5 minutes, just keep the ball.
I was worried about Chelsea breaking on us. And eventually they just stopped using their outlets. Mudryk was running down blind alleys. They weren't getting Raheem Sterling on the ball enough. Like Cole Palmer wasn't being utilised enough. And you got to get your best players on the ball ultimately, don't you? Like
100%.
United were wasteful a lot today, but we kept giving the ball to the likes of Bruno.
There was
kept
only
getting
one
him
winner.
In the best position.
There was only one winner today. You could tell from very early on that Manchester United were always going to win the game. Like, let's remember with Manchester United, like they missed a penalty. Like the momentum should have been ours. They're the home team, under pressure at home. Things aren't going well. There's a lot of disharmony in the club, and they miss a penalty. That is the cue for the away team to awaken. The away team go, tight, this is a great opportunity here. We've gone backwards. Under Pochettino.
I think the only thing I'd say is you are being a little bit short-sighted in the context of other great managers. It took a year for Pep to get it right. It took a year for Klopp to get it right. And I think if Poch needs more time.
Okay,
I do agree with what you're saying.
You might be right about.
Poch historically, by the way, has got it. Changed things very quickly wherever he's been.
I think this mess at Chelsea is so systemic. It's never been seen before in the sport.
Look, I think you could argue, and I would do this because I think our owners are despicable. I hate them. There's a hate I'd stand by. Clear Lake, Todd Bowley, they're the worst thing to ever happen to Chelsea Football Club. But I think it is fair to say that Pochettino is sort of set up to fail, but not to the level that he's failing. Like, failure for Chelsea, these should be, when the standards were high, failure is finishing outside the top 4.
Yeah.
And I think that I would have begrudgingly accepted finishing outside the top 4 this season.
Yeah.
But not outside the top half of the Premier League. Not below
crazy.
Brentford and Fulham,
That's
potentially.
Crazy. But I think that's down to the mountain of the mess that the transfer policy is. Because people say Pochettino spent a lot of money in the summer. A lot of them, I think, aren't even his transfers. They're rubbish transfers.
No, but clubs nowadays, only Man United are a bit mental in the sense that we just tell the manager, who you want to sign, brother? And then he goes, oh, yeah, here's a list. Like, most football clubs, they don't allow their manager to sign. It's separate.
No, but do you know?
Like you'd probably find that City, like
Do-
Pep
Yeah, but
doesn't
Pep's-
make the
Pep's
final
heavily
decision.
involved in
Like
that
he probably
system.
makes the final decision, but not.
Do you know
Poch
where
wouldn't
it's
sign
so
Mudryk.
clear? Where it's just so clear that it's idiotic. Chelsea's team, right? You got a 40-year-old, then you've got Raheem Sterling, who's like 28, 29. Then you've got children.
Cole Palmer.
You've got kids. You've got loads of kids.
Maatson.
Where are the 28-year-olds, the 29-year-olds, the 30-year-olds to dig in the trenches and fight, who know what it takes to go to Old Trafford and win, who will be wily when Bruno Fernandes does his thing, or be hardy when Scott McTominay does his thing?
You had
Who
him
will
in,
win
in
the-
Mason Mount. Yeah, as an
No,
example.
but what I'm saying
But
is,
you sold him.
You know when you go out and people go, well, you spent £1 billion. Yeah, we spent £1 billion. And do you know what we need to do? We need to spend another £1 billion because they spent £1 billion and they bought players that aren't to make the team better. Like, if you want to make Chelsea good today in the summer, right, on the day you want to make Chelsea the best team in the world, what would Abramovich have done? He would have gone and signed Declan Rice. He would have gone and signed James Maddison.
Osman.
He would have gone and signed Osman. Okay,
Gvardiol.
right? There's the Gvardiol is a great example, right? You'd have gone and signed Gvardiol at the back, Declan Rice in the middle, James Maddison as a creative number 10, and Harry Kane, something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that. That would make the team brilliant for this season.
Yeah.
That weren't the point. They didn't try and do that. They didn't want to sign those players. They wanted to sign players that will increase in
So isn't
value.
it a long-term project though, where you sign younger players, waiting for the payoff, so that you can have some sustained success?
No, because I think the point is to make a profit. So the way that you can make money is to sign young players who develop and increase in value, and then the players become worth more money, and you sell them on, and then you rinse and repeat. Or what will happen is they will just do the same cycle over and over again. And if these players, like, I think that they've looked at the amount that they've bought, and they don't even expect all of them to come good. It's like you know when investors,
Like, you throw enough shit, some will stick.
you know, incredibly rich people, the way that they make money, they invest 100 million quid into 10 businesses. They can lose 900 million.
Mm-hmm.
As long as
that
the other
makes
one
it.
becomes a £10 billion project or whatever,
Yeah.
and it's fine. That's what they've done. They've brought in loads and loads of kids with potential, put them on massive contracts, and now want to reap the rewards. But the rewards are not the rewards that you deduce to be football rewards. In your opinion, football rewards are what? Going to Wembley and winning silverware, right?
Yeah.
Theirs isn't.
Yeah.
Theirs is like pounds, shilling, and pence, man. It's
Yeah.
fucking
It's a
ridiculous.
shame, innit?
But that's the end of Chelsea's season. Like, that's it. There's no point in us covering any Chelsea games unless you just want me to
No, we do.
watch Chelsea get
We
beat.
do.
Like, there's no.
You
there's
can't wallow in my
there's-
misery all the time.
There's literally no point. No, but you're getting victories. You're 3 points off Man
All
United.
three of us are losing games. Well, I know you've just
Not
won
today,
it.
lads. Not today. Loser. Loser. Manchester United win. The first time, ladies and gentlemen, I've ever watched a Manchester United win on the club.
We've been going a year.
This is the first time I've ever seen Manchester United win. We've done about 15 games. Someone the other day sent me the list of all the games. The one time we did win that we covered the game, I went to the game.
Yeah.
The Newcastle game, Carabao Cup final.
Oh, yeah.
I went there.
That was a great.
So I wasn't even
great
on
night.
them. So our first win today, it's against his boys. Man United are 3 points behind City. If City are in a title charge, let me tell you.
Better include yourself.
Let me tell you, you better be worried because Eric Ten Hag's tricky Reds are on the rise. Anyway, make sure you join in Super 6. Make sure you join in Super 6. Thank you very much to Super 6. What game are we doing on the weekend, lads? It's a good one, isn't it, this weekend? It's a good game
not
this weekend.
Luton City, that's
Tottenham
for sure.
against Newcastle. We'll be back here on Sunday live. Between now and then, we'll have a few videos out. If you missed the pod on Monday, the pod is already up. Scott McTominay has put Chelsea to the sword. I've been Adam McKola. He's been Rory. He's been Buvey. This has been The Club. We're out of here.